Crusty Pickled Grandmas is recorded live at patreon.com/GoBicker. If you enjoy the show, make sure to leave a rating and subscribe. Splooge!
Man batter.
Ew!
That's not the opening of the podcast. I'm gonna be very disappointed.
We need to...
That's so gross!
What I need to do is make a graphic for the podcast where every time Tim asks a question, it goes Super Jail. It stamps the screen. That's what I need.
That's so gross.
Poke, they didn't teach you this in class when you were like
I
4?
did.
Did they not go over the fifth or sixth bodily fluid?
Circle.
Where they're just like, okay, here's all the fluids, kids. You got your pee, your blood, your mucus, and spaff.
Your face.
Spaff.
Man
Ew.
batter.
You forgot the salty
That's
tears.
Gross. Okay.
Oh, what's
Dead
yours?
I already
sound.
said mine. Gertrude just went dead.
I'm typing.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm not your
Right.
entertainment forever.
I thought you didn't have push to
You have
talk.
to be, though.
I don't have push to talk.
So you can just say, all right, I'm gonna write that down.
Maybe.
It's okay. I will now, for
Silence
now
for
and
a while.
forever and always, update you on my every fucking move. Sorry, Your Highness.
Why are you criticizing me? You share for someone that brought it up first.
20 episodes was a pretty good run. I'm glad
But
that
he's
we were
not
able
the
to
one
do this.
who is telling
Thanks
me
for
that I gotta
watching the last
talk
episode of
and
Crusty Pickled
update
Grandmas.
everyone on everything I do,
Very
always
good.
and forever.
What was going on?
We're
I
gonna
don't
make
need
a
to
New
tell
Year's
you anything.
resolution.
My life is
I
mine
don't
to
like
live
it
and not
when
yours.
they fight, but it's okay.
I don't like
So-
it.
So are you
My
narrating over us?
Angry midget. Depressed
So for
boy
episode 21, it's just gonna be spillover from this episode with more yelling in the background. Except I'm just gonna go sleep and
go
Chris,
probably
what
wake
is,
up.
Chris, what is your fucking topic?
I have a Yahoo.
Do you?
You
Okay, because
said
you
it,
said like an hour
yes.
ago that you said you
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, I found one because
Okay.
God forbid I actually look with my human eyes.
God
Oh, you
forbid.
found one?
God forbid.
We're all so angry.
Fuck!
Such angry boys.
I've been so angry for like 60 years.
I can tell.
I've been
Like,
pe-
some
I've
We're
been-
angry
just getting
I've-
it out now.
I've been peak anger for a fucking decade, man.
It all started when I was born.
back in
You know, I was born
1995.
10 years ago. Yeah.
I came out and the doctor said that is a very angry baby. That boy is not gonna like
That
fall
baby's got
apart.
quite the frown.
He was born with a frown on his face.
That is the angriest child I've ever seen in my life. Are you sure you want to take this home?
Holy shit, he's hot to the touch. He's so angry. Holy, your
He
baby,
didn't come out crying. He came out
I
just
gotta tell you, your
screaming.
baby is boiling.
Your baby.
His face
You
is
can-
red as a tomato.
You can boil some delicious corn with that baby.
You can bake potatoes on this boy.
You can boil some hot dogs and burgers on your baby, man.
God.
We may have captured an infinite energy source from your child. He's so powered on anger alone.
We must inform Lord Gore immediately. We have fixed the energy crisis. We have solved global warming with this baby. That's what infinite anger will do to you, though. I mean,
It just turns you into Al Gore's perfect child. Just be very angry, and Al Gore will love
I think
you.
how that
Remember
would happen is
children.
Al Gore would fuck a plant, and then it would make some sort of plant-human hybrid. That
Some
would...
really weird, angry plant human dude.
Wait,
It's
I
like
don't
an
think Al
angrier
Gore
version of Groot.
is angry in and of himself. I just think he's like, well, I
Well, you
mean,
need the anger to create the energy for.
no,
well,
it's
I mean,
fine.
you can't be. I guess you can't be like a normal person when you invent the internet, as we all know he did.
Yeah.
He was the sole creator of the internet.
Oh my god, I lie.
People in the early 2000s would find this fucking hilarious. By the way,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
this would be
It'd be
fucking. This would be killing in the
God.
early 2000s.
This would be what the kids call lit.
They didn't have that.
They
word
would.
back in
They don't even
2000.
know what that means in the early 2000s.
No.
You know what they do to candles? They lick to them.
Look at.
Lick
They still had the G in there.
Yeah,
and
the
it was
G
bad.
and the
And the
H.
H. Yeah.
Lick a
Twin Towers went down, so did that G.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
Welcome back. We're back. It's been too long.
Yes,
Glad to be back.
Holy shit.
It's already been.
I don't-
It's been a week since I last seen you, but I'm already missing.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to Crusty Pickled Grandmas, episode 20. As always, here with these fine folks. I should have expected, when you talk about the early 2000s, you should really expect a good 9/11 joke, but that was not expected. I thought we were just talking about how it was lit, fam, but no, we were talking about how the towers went down. Oh my god.
So
That's a
Not what I was
I
expecting.
really hope that no one that can. I've said this before. I really hope no one that can affect anything with my life ever listens to this and realizes what a horrible person I am.
Yeah.
It's
Chris,
just
you're a wonderful person.
very,
Don't ever
very
change.
bad. Child.
I always
Very
think it's
angry.
funny, when I'm amongst real people in reality,
Real human beings.
and not on the computer type of thing. And like old ladies always seem to like me. They think I'm such a nice, sweet little young man, and I'm like,
Oh,
if
sweet
only
little
you
angry
knew
baby.
the power of the dark side. And then I electrocute them. It's great.
All you can hear is just like Duel of Fates playing.
But what's funny is I'll go to like the place I volunteer, and I'll be doing my homework and stuff on my laptop, and my laptop is now covered in GoBicker stickers. So
as it should be.
and so it's like they're like, "Well, thank you, young man. You've been so helpful." And I'm like, "Yeah,
What the
no
fuck is
problem."
that?
And then but they don't know. Like the secret is right directly in front of their eyes.
Yeah.
Right in front
Yeah,
of
you're
them.
like the serial killer that buries the bodies in the front yard.
I really hope you have
Exactly.
a flash horse sticker on your laptop.
I do. Yes, yeah, I do indeed.
Oh, please, God,
Which
send a
one?
picture of
Which one?
this. I
Which
need
one?
to see this
I have
laptop.
Flash Horse
Please
V2.
say it's
Hold on.
two.
Yeah, Flash Horse
But
V2.
yeah, I was gonna
As
be
I said,
honest.
Flash Horse
I
V2
think
is
they
my
see it.
favorite.
I really
Mhm.
need to put those stickers on something because they're just kind of chilling on my desk.
I think they see it. It's just they don't want to ask what it is.
I mean,
Yeah,
how
but
do you
just-
go about asking someone what the fleshy creature thing on the
What-
back of your
what
laptop
is that? And then you'd have to go
And
into.
how-
an
Is that
explanation.
you getting butt fucked by some sort of man horse?
How would you
With
answer
a lot of
that
noodles?
if someone asked you about it? How do you?
I would say, oh, it's just this little
Um,
startup I'm working on called GoBicker.
It's okay.
I've got an artist to draw that for me.
That was a
I
professional.
commissioned-
I hired a child to draw me the
Yeah.
picture.
I hired a 4-year-old
Oh, wait, I don't need a
child
picture.
to draw this Rule
I paid her
34
in peanuts.
literal
I
actual
paid her in
peanuts.
Sure.
I pay her in peanuts and grilled corn.
Ew. Yes. You
Yeah,
missed.
she's like the boiled corn one.
You're
Oh my
wrong about so many things, my child.
You nasty.
She's only 4.
You like how high?
You small
What?
baby child.
She lets out her vulture screech.
You nasty. Dude, you're gonna be like editing this, and then your fucking ears are gonna bleed again.
No,
Bully.
I level all the audio. Excuse
a
you.
bully.
I know.
I
but it's
Very
am a
like-
professional.
Yeah, look at,
Plus,
look at Crusty.
if I see a big peak coming, I get ready for it. I'm not
Yeah,
blind.
professional. He's professional.
Always
Shit.
ready.
I'm
Cut down those peaks.
I'm the most professional, unprofessional editor there is, guaranteed.
Yeah, you managed to knock out last episode in like 24 hours. That's pretty
That's
impressive.
true. That's very.
Yeah, and I
Professional.
even went to bed at a reasonable time, like my normal time.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa, what time?
It was like
Oh,
2:30,
wow.
but that was my normal time.
Oh.
Oh man, that flesh horse sticker
I
works
love
really well in the
it.
corner.
I
It's kind
love
of
it.
scary.
Like the omnipotent
I
Crusty Pickled
do not
Grandma
know.
flying around.
I'm not sure I'd put that one on my laptop only because it literally does look like you getting boned by a fleshy horse.
It
does
would if the
not.
legs were right.
If
If somebody had fucked up the legs, and
I'm
you wouldn't even notice.
sorry.
If you would just
But
listen
it's
to
like
my
a
instructions.
masterpiece now. Isn't it?
Listen to the instructions.
Yeah, I gave her explicit instructions that I was gonna be the genitalia, not getting fucked and carrying around a horse. That's the thing. How is that little boy supposed to carry around that big horseman?
Wrong.
I'm not that strong.
flesh horse has bird bones that are hollow, and very light. This is canon. This is on the wiki, by the way.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah.
he's very, very light.
I wish
He's
one of
feathered
us
down.
was real talented and we could like animate it. Make Flesh Horse animated.
Oh,
Hell
God,
yeah,
this
man.
is
I have a friend
scary.
who can animate it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay him, but do it.
If they're willing to work for peanuts, And these are
If
hypothetical.
they're
people
willing to
asking.
work for verbal bullying, then
Abuse.
Yeah, if
verbal
you're
abuse
willing
and
to
bullying.
work for like good 50 or 60 verbal abuses a week, we are looking for you to join our team here at GoBicker. Go to gobicker.com/apply. That's not a real website.
we should maybe
well,
we should
that's
do
a real
that.
website.
We
It's not a
should,
real
maybe we should do
URL.
that, and then
Expand it more. Than
Maybe
4
okay,
people.
maybe. And you can be our editor, or not our editor. Our
No, I don't
animator.
try-
We
I
already
don't-
have an editor.
I don't trust
Cartooner will
anyone
cut
else
you.
to edit. I don't think
Cartooner
anyone
will
can give
cut
that
you if you
can
try
give
and
our
edit.
videos that,
That's
that
fair.
quality sheen they deserve.
Are you doubting my editing skills? Just kidding.
I'm doubting the world skills. I wouldn't honestly. You go look at some like Oscar-winning editor. I still wouldn't trust them to edit the podcast. I think the way that we
believes
do
in
things
himself.
here is so specific that I don't think anyone else can do it.
That's fair.
I think that some professional editor would probably just cut out everything because they're like, man, this is fucking stupid. Like, no,
We can't
no,
have this
listen.
many 9/11 jokes in one episode.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
okay.
We gotta tone it down a bit.
Hey,
There's also
kids,
a lot of
tone it
racism
down.
that gets cut out of this, and I don't think anyone else
Oh.
could put up with that.
Like
Because
the
it's
word
like-
that we constantly use that was bleeped out.
For like 10
The
episodes
episode.
Yeah.
straight.
I really
Okay.
wanted to break it.
I'm glad to break it every once in a while. But what really is annoying though is I'll get to like I'm getting towards the end of the podcast. It's like 10:30 or something on Monday night, and I want to be done so bad. And then all of a sudden we start doing some shit. All of a sudden we're like, and I'm like, fuck. So I gotta cut that little piece out, bleep over, make sure turn down the bleep down to minus 11.2. Otherwise, it just fucking blows out your eardrums. And then, but if someone else would do it 2 minutes later, then I'm like, stop. Or then like
Some more
the
of
questions
those
are really
stories
annoying
to
because
really
like
make it
the
bad.
questions are fun to answer and the segment turns out all right most of the time. But then I actually gotta go and take a little screenshot of the question, which often also involves finding where it is amongst the fucking sea of 500 billion questions. And then I gotta stick it in right at the right starting point, and then find a really good ending spot, like it's like just the right amount of time after we've stopped talking or like reading the question out. And I'm like, and at that point I'm so sick of doing it. But I can't just suddenly have a drop in quality because maybe someone other than Tim will listen to the podcast one day and notice.
We can dream.
We can dream.
We can dream.
I'm gonna continue to dream. I think we're doing something not unique, not special, but real fun.
I wonder why other people are not supporting our.
I don't know.
Well, our YouTube channel.
What's not to love about 4 or 5 hip internet quote teens who make a lot of racist jokes? I don't. What's not to
I
love?
don't.
This is pretty
I
much the
don't.
greatest thing ever.
This is very good.
Greatest thing since grilled corn.
Grilled
I'm not
porn.
disappointed the last episode didn't get a lot of views. That clickbait thumbnail and all.
It was
Was that
Vanessa
very
Hudgens' tits. How could you not click on it?
That's
I suppose it was probably the face that kind of ruined it.
yeah, the face just is very repulsive. I don't know where you found that, but
It was something
it's
you
just
tweeted.
not okay. I know.
It was the internet.
It was.
That
I
was the
think-
joke, child. Next topic.
You got great tits.
I do. I do. They're very, very supple.
I think it was
How did you
probably
get
the
him to
first
that
celebrity
perfect
tits I ever
form?
saw. Just saying. Because do you remember the whole thing when she got fired from Disney because she started sending a bunch of naked pictures of somebody?
Did she?
Yeah.
I did not
Disney-
keep up with
It was a
Vanessa
big
Channel
deal.
Hudgens.
It was
been
in
a
between
heck
High
of a
School
lot
Musical
better
2 and 3, and they're like, it was kind of like shocking when she was able to come back and make High School Musical 3 because
Mhm.
Disney's all like, Miss Hudgens, your tits are
Boobs.
fucking everywhere. But I don't think she.
Those
I
were
think she
their-
got
that
it
was
like
Walt Disney's
hacked,
exact
so
wording.
I don't. It wasn't even her
Walt
fault, I
Disney.
think. But
If I were to ever start a country with a communist government, wink, wink, wait 12 years.
so we referenced that we're going to talk about this at some point, but that point is now. Cake
boy.
or pie?
Cake.
Cake.
He's a pie man. I can feel it in my bones.
But
You have
disappoint you,
bones?
it's cake.
Oh,
It's
alright.
cake. We're all
Actually,
cake
hold on. Let me
people.
think about that. It might be pie. Actually, it depends.
And pie is
It's
good.
it very much depends because I think there's some. For me, it's almost like sausage, where a cake can get fucked up real easily, but I don't think I've ever had a bad pie. But I wonder if it's like, but if I have a good cake, it's a real good cake.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I gotta
See,
weigh these options.
I like to look at all the cakes I've had that are really, really good versus all the pies I've had that are really, really good. And I feel like I've had more good cake.
Mhm.
I feel like
But
I
I
eat
like
cake more
both
often,
and
but I might
appreciate-
like.
Yeah.
Fuck. See, I was thinking I had my answer down straight down pat, but I don't think I do.
I think I'm topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
Wow. So flopping on the topics here. I mean, both are good.
Let's.
I
Yeah.
I do love
I think
both
we can all
pastries,
agree
and that
both
does
are
make a
enjoyable. We're not
problem.
going to complain
They're
one way or
very,
another.
very good. Yeah.
I think I'd rather have a cupcake than cake, though.
Really?
Cupcakes
are
I don't
very
think
good.
cupcakes are good. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think they're as good. Like they don't get you that nice cake feeling, you know?
That cake high.
Well,
Cake
that cake
feeling.
feeling for me is generally illness because I feel like I'm gonna die because it's too sweet. That's the thing I like about pie. I think
You
is
just feel the diabetes.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of sweetness in
It's
pie.
not as sweet,
Well,
no.
you do, but it's not the same type of sweetness
Yeah,
that makes your teeth
like-
hurt if you
That's
have
true.
like
It's like
cake is like
most-
pure sugar. So
Yeah, but a pie, there's a vague level of health in pie.
I wouldn't say
Because
health. I would just say not.
Well,
not
it's
pure
not
sugar.
as bad for you because there's like little fruit boys in there
Well,
for you.
well, the big thing is you don't generally have a huge layer of frosting over it, and the frosting is definitely the worst part of cake. I can't.
Oh, hands down.
I can't stand frosting. It's too much.
Neither can I. I
It's-
always have to like take it off.
It's too much. Sometimes at birthdays and stuff, someone will try to cut me a piece of the corner of a big cake with a shitload of frosting,
Get
and
that
I
shit out of here.
I can't, man.
Not
I can't.
for the frosting.
Can't do it through that.
I used to like it, but now it makes my teeth hurt, and I don't. So, that's a very old man response to it, but it's true. It makes my teeth hurt.
It,
So
it-
yeah, I'm on your side too.
But you're still gonna go with cake overall?
I mean, because I still do like just like normal cake meat, cake bread, whatever it is.
Just say cake meat.
Cake meat. It's very good.
That is disgusting.
I mean, I don't know what to call it. It's just cake meat.
Cake.
Cake meat.
It's the
No,
cake.
that's
It's not the
cake
cake
part
because
of
the cake implies it's got frosting on it. The
No,
meat implies
That's
it's
not
No.
true.
No, cake
Does
is
it?
just like the cake.
Yeah.
Frosting is frosting.
Yeah.
I mean, I always assume if you're gonna have a cake, it's gonna have frosting.
No.
I
Not
mean, I
always.
think
Pound
generally
cake.
that's probably true, but I
Oh,
would
pound
say
cake, yeah, it's
I
true,
would say
pound
the
cake.
combination of cake and frosting makes it cake,
I'm
and
gonna
then
be
cake makes it
straight up.
cake.
I
mean,
don't
I'd
like
say
frosting
that's-
enough to the point whenever I make cake myself, I don't put frosting on. I just eat the cake.
You're just pro cake meat.
I'm pro cake meat, man.
those-
I'm not about that fucking flesh frosting.
You don't need flesh. You just need the meat. If you ever want to bother somebody a lot, just start calling meatloaf flesh cake. It really bothers people.
How is it wrong? That's what you got to ask them. What's
Yeah.
explain to me how is calling meat flesh cake wrong? And they're gonna go, I can't
Because it's not wrong. Because I did it last time. I made
It's
a
100%
meatloaf.
correct, and I'm
I was
with you
just like,
all the way.
boy, I can't wait to have some of this flesh cake. And parents are like, what is wrong with you?
I always thought it was crazy
Like,
in movies and like
flesh
TV
cake.
shows and comics and everything, where people are like, "Ugh, meatloaf is the worst." 'Cause I've always liked
know,
meatloaf
Meatloaf is
flesh
pretty
cake.
good. I like a good loaf.
Oh,
I
man.
love a good loaf.
Oh, good
Good
lord.
love
Meat
a
just
good
in
loaf.
me.
It's just,
You know what?
it's just,
You know
it's
what I
literally-
need in
it's
my
meat
mouth
cake.
right now?
That's all
a
it
good
is.
big
And it's
old
great.
loaf.
It's great. I'm surprised we all agree on this. To be honest,
Actually, I am too.
I was
would
expecting a little
assume-
blowback from the loaf.
No, I love me some good loaf.
I
I'm
love
glad
it.
we're all pro loaf here because that means
I think we should rebrand to the Pro Loaf Podcast.
pro loaf
Pro Loaf.
podcast.
Hey guys,
Back to
welcome
another
back
episode
to
of
the
Flush
only
Cake.
podcast all about meatloaf.
We
Well,
talk about
I'll
meatloaf.
go and
On
be-
The
on episode
singer,
40,
the
we're gonna talk
food.
about the juiciness of that loaf.
Juicy loaf.
Ew.
of that loaf on you
today.
You know what I love about this delicious, juicy, fat loaf? Everything.
It's so
Very
I love when
uncomfortable right now.
every bite I take squirts meat chunks into my mouth.
Ew.
I feel that wet meat slide down my
You're,
throat.
you're hurting the poor kid here.
And you guys always say, "Wow, that is so
Always,
weird
I'm
to
always
you all
saying
the
that.
time." And you guys are
I'm always-
one of those. I choked, okay?
choking on that loaf.
I'm a child.
Hey, all he's saying is you're enjoying a delicious meatloaf.
You are
You're
just
making it
taking down
perverted,
that
you-
loaf.
You pervert.
You don't need to make it perverted, Maya. We're just talking about that delicious, delicious meatloaf. And the fact that you can't understand that in your baby brain, just,
Your
Lord.
4-year-old brain.
yeah, your
I'm
little
just
4-year-old
saying,
baby
you guys
brain.
talk I'm having a stroke.
Oh my
as we
god,
speak.
you just pissed me off so much when I was editing.
No, in the future.
Future cartooners
Sorry.
like, I hate you. I hate
I'm
you.
so sorry.
And right now I'm
You guys
listening to
talk
myself
a
and
lot
I'm
about
not
how-
even agreeing.
Yeah, you guys talk a lot about how a lot of people are super like creepy and gross to me. You guys are also some of those people.
I never said that we are not. I
No,
just said that
that's
no,
true.
no.
we are.
You're not
I'm-
creepy in the same ways.
I'm 100% disagreeing with that because all the creepy people you talk about are all like, "Oh, I want to see your ass," and I'm like, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're-
that's not
but All the only
okay.
thing we do is be like, "Oh, I want that sweet loaf," but we're not even saying it at you. We're just saying.
Chris was.
I guess that's true.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah, I
that's
was.
true.
But
Yeah, that's
It's just
true.
meatloaf. What's so
I
dirty
don't.
about meatloaf?
I don't think. Either
I
way,
don't think-
yeah.
I
But
don't
there's
think-
there's a huge difference between the creeps that you deal with
Yeah.
and us.
And
the
Chris.
other creeps. We're different
And-
creeps. I
yeah,
guess.
and
But
also
we're
me.
not creeps. We're just.
Well,
it's
yeah,
just-
we
we
just
just make you uncomfortable. It's different.
yeah.
It's entirely different.
So yeah,
It is.
meatloaf, good. We can make meatloaf very inappropriate very quickly, is what I've learned here tonight, and that makes me very happy.
Actually, we could have made cake in itself inappropriate.
We could be pairing like those food channels where we just do a food review of meatloaf.
I want to do that now and just make the audio super vivid.
See, there's so many things we could do if
Oh,
we're
number
all in the
3.
same place. Like we could easily do a meatloaf video, but it's just so hard to do it from across the country.
This is very hard.
It-
We just need green screen.
What
all
we need to do
green
is we
screens.
need to make some of that cash money,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah,
we're
getting
gonna
on
go
the
buy an
Kroger
island.
salary.
We're gonna live there and make meatloaf fan art.
So, there's gonna
We're
be
gonna
so much
rename
meatloaf in the
Meatloaf
GoBicker refrigerator. There's gonna be a refrigerator dedicated just to meatloaf.
This is the employee refrigerator, and right next to it is the
There's like a
meatloaf
little bitty
refrigerator.
cube refrigerator next to it's like a giant, 40 cubic feet walk-in refrigerator, just wall to wall lined with loaf.
Meatloaf. Yeah.
We only learned the
You walk
first-
in and it's just playing meatloaf over the
There's also
over the
something funny though
stereo.
about calling it just loaf.
loaf. Get you some of that sweet
Yeah,
loaf.
dude. Give me some of that loaf, dude.
Hey, you
I
want
need
some
some of
loaf?
that loaf. That sweet loaf.
Made a great loaf
Should we
last
make,
night.
I think I'm gonna make the thumbnail this week. The hit
Meatloaf.
musician Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Even though we haven't really talked about him, because I don't know anything about him, I still think that's an appropriate thumbnail. Maybe
It's very
what I could do
appropriate,
is make Meatloaf, the musician, made out of
With
meatloaf, the delicious snack
That
food.
has to have been happened
Wait,
in,
it's not
in
really
the
a
world.
snack.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at
Whoa.
meatloaf.
Okay,
Oh my
imagine
God.
this. You can buy like granola bars and shit, and like different protein bars. Imagine meatloaf bars.
Oh man.
No, thank you.
Holy shit.
They would
I
make
don't
it
know
like
how that
space
would work,
food, how
but
they
it
like
does.
freeze dry it, except it's meatloaf. And you could just, oh man, that's an
Just
idea.
cartooner, just stop. You're blowing my mind right now.
Man, I googled meatloaf and now I'm just looking at this delicious loaf all over my screen. And it's making me very hungry.
Okay.
Oh man,
Here,
look at
right.
this. Look
This
at
sounds like
loaf
wrapped in
all over
steak.
my
Wow.
screen.
Smoked bacon wrapped meatloaf.
Oh
that's,
my god.
That's a loaf right there.
and
That's
apparently
a loaf.
Kit
that
would
I want
hate
in my
that
life.
because he's a fucking animal.
This just looks wonderful. I'm very hungry now.
I don't know how often I look at food and I'm like, I want to eat now.
I pretty much
think-
any time I,
I
see
think a lot
food
of
at any point in my life is when I'm like, okay, it's time to
Yeah,
just
I think a lot of
dig
people are like
down.
that, but I don't think I've ever done that. Well, that's probably not true, but I don't think it happens. See, look at that glorious boy. Imagine
Look
him
at that
now.
boy.
Imagine
He is-
him made out of meatloaf.
Dude, we should tweet at Meatloaf and see if we can get him on the podcast. Does Meatloaf even
Actually,
have a Twitter?
I think what we should be doing, I think we should really be pushing for more people to come on here. I really do. I
We
really think
should.
that. I thought about that recently. Like, what if we try to get? We talked about this very earlier on. I think we gotta try to get Trump on. I think he'd be a great
At
guest.
Real Meatloaf.
I don't think he's not real good at talking, but it
Yeah.
would be funny. It
I'd
would be
love to have him
interesting.
on. Well, we gotta get the loaf on now.
We gotta get the loaf on.
Well, we gotta get
now
our
that we're
boy.
rebranding to the Meatloaf Fan Club.
Yeah,
definitely.
I can't wait for that. This is gonna be great. And who else do we need in this? We need to get Kit back. Is Kit?
Josh-
Yeah, I
John
Uh,
Stamos.
we're gonna do a Last Jedi episode in a couple weeks, and
Hey.
I told Kid I wanted him back for that. So
He better be, because man, I'm ready to throw down. I will see that movie in the theater when it comes
funny
out.
enough, I should be seeing it
I
podcast
will.
day.
I will assault
Oh.
somebody. to get into the theater to watch that movie.
I will. Yeah, we're gonna just.
My current plan is to see it the morning of podcast day. So who knows what you fucks are gonna do? But
When is it? It comes out the 15th, doesn't it? Oh no,
Yeah,
I don't
so I'll
want
be
to
seeing it
update
the
Acrobat. Go
16th.
away. It is the 16th. I may go and see it that day as well. I'm
it's
not
a good,
100%
I think
certain.
a good Saturday day to go. The movie theater around here is pretty empty in the mornings, even on Star Wars days.
Fucking need to go out there.
I'll have to find out what the things are and possibly go and see that movie.
Now, what do you mean by the things? What is that? Does that
I don't
mean?
know. I do not know the words for whence are spewing forth. Don't worry about it.
So, favorite type of cake?
Flesh cake.
Chocolate. Okay.
Carrot cake is pretty good.
Carrot cake? Yeah.
I'd probably agree with Black Ops since like carrot cake. If meatloaf is not considered cake, no.
It's a meat cake, so technically it does count.
Sweet flesh cake in my mouth.
I'm gonna go. I think is it marble cake? I think is that like the kind of like the opposite of chocolate cake,
That's
pretty
pretty-
much.
Well,
Pretty good.
opposite. It's like vanilla and chocolate cake.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Marble cake's pretty good.
I'll still go with it then. That sounds good. So.
Chocolate covered waffle.
I think chocolate cake or strawberry cake is my favorite.
Strawberry. See, you've done this before with something else. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, strawberry is not okay. Strawberries are good as
Was it
strawberries.
with ice cream?
Yeah, strawberries
yeah, it was
should
ice
be
cream, I
left
think.
alone. in their
Strawberries are
native
good as
form.
strawberries, but not as anything else.
Have you tried strawberry cake?
Yes, I've tried strawberry
What?
everything. Strawberry milk, strawberry ice cream,
Yeah.
strawberry fucking cake. It's all fucking ass.
I don't agree.
I love how every time it goes dead silent, I can just hear my clock in the background on the audio feedback. It's just silent. So it's tick, tick, tick.
I want
right.
that pause to be kept in there for the dramatic. I don't agree.
It was
I
very,
need-
it was a very civil response.
I disagree with that.
Mhm.
Well, indubitably good stuff. Probably something to listen to.
All right. Alternatively, then, favorite pie.
Cherry. Apple.
Coconut.
Apple.
or blueberry.
Oh,
Pecan.
blueberry's good too.
Blueberry.
Pecan
is
pie.
good.
Yep.
Apple.
I was gonna say good old pecan.
Pecan.
Whoa.
Pecan pie.
Pecan.
Wow, I'm
Favorite
actually
pie,
agreeing with
pie
people this
cunt.
time.
I feel like Bug Up, this is the first time we've ever agreed on the podcast.
This is a very civil episode so far.
It's
Yeah.
weirdly civil.
Except for the beginning where we were literally screaming at each other.
Well, I think we got it all out then, is the problem.
That's true.
Fuck all you guys.
It's the loaf. The loaf has brought us together as one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
meatloaf is
I actually
good.
enjoy
we
So
should
good.
we should come up with a pledge of allegiance but it's a pledge of allegiance
Pledge
to
to the
meatloaf. I pledge allegiance to the loaf of the United States of meatloaf. One nation under meatloaf, with liberty and justice for all the meatloafs.
In meat we trust.
Amen.
Amen. Praise be. Amen.
Oh God, here we go.
I have the hiccups again.
On Thanksgiving, my dad had drank quite a bit of wine. And,
As we
and then
should
he came
on
down here and we were
Thanksgiving.
playing Battlefront for a little while. And he was hiccuping the whole time and it drove me fucking insane.
Dude, it's so annoying to have like constant hiccups. One time, I think the longest time I've had hiccups was I think for 45 minutes straight. I
Oh
just
my
kept
God.
hiccuping and
Jesus
hiccuping.
God.
And
I would
you
just
don't, you don't
kill
think to like
myself.
try to do anything to fix
No,
it?
I
or-
was. I kept Googling ways to cure hiccups and it didn't work. I kept like fucking downing water. I kept taking tiny sips of water. I tried holding my breath and then I was just like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
We really can't have these long silences. Hiccups suck ass. Battlefront 2. We went on a tangent last time. Chris wasn't here for it. I'm sure he'd fucking piss
Boy.
his pants in
He
anger.
was-
Do I have
He-
words?
He was screaming in the back of a
Battlefront
pickup
too.
truck about it.
I was giving my own color commentary in the background while I was listening to that episode.
Yeah.
It
I
was,
believe
boy, were there some heated words to be said.
Oh,
I-
speaking of Battlefront 2,
Fuck.
there's this game that my friend has been super excited for. It's been going on for it's been in the making for years, and it's I think Starfront or Star Citizen. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it
Yeah, Star
looks
Citizen,
super
that's the name.
promising, but I went to the website. There's a ship that you can buy with the real human money, real American dollars, for $750.
Yeah,
Yep.
and people
On a
do it
virtual
too.
thing.
game.
That's
Yeah.
the thing that's been
That's
happening for some time.
Terrible.
It's fucking
I just-
insane.
It's not great.
I know it's a while until they actually release the game, but I fucking pray that they don't go the same route Battlefront 2 did, where they make it basically pay to win.
Well, is
And then-
it
They just wasted all their time.
is
I think
that
they
the
just put
case?
they put a lot of money. The thing about that game is though they've spent a lot of money on that game and made it a very good looking game, very pretty looking,
Yeah.
and apparently they've
It's
gotten a lot of
true.
very very big names in that game as
Well,
well.
yeah, the
So it's
single
not
player has like Mark Hamill and
Yeah,
other
it's not like they're just
people.
taking the money and spending it on the cocaine bucket like EA.
I know,
is. They're
but
actually
doing
putting it
small
to use.
things
Game
like making it $20 more than a regular AAA game, that fucking adds up a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of people that are interested in buying the game.
But like the game itself isn't much, and you get a
I-
ship.
Yeah, I think from what I was told, you like can do the most basic things. Like you could own a bar and you could just be the bartender.
See, yeah,
in
that's-
a fucking
that's-
tiny ass bar in the
Yeah.
middle of bumfuck nowhere, and there's
Yeah.
still an entire planet people can visit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's what kind of got me interested in the game is that idea as well,
Yeah,
where that I could I don't
sounds
have to be the big
cool.
action boy. I could just go be a boy somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Actually,
Exactly.
I'd probably be a girl. I'm always a girl in games, so I'd be some
Well,
little.
unless you
I'd be
talk
some.
about Ellen DeGeneres.
She's a girl-ish.
Oh,
Ish.
Yeah, well, yeah. Whenever I write anything with Ellen in it, I always refer to her as she. So I don't know. But I think
Just use
I think
it.
she has a dick as
It's
well.
better.
I don't know. She's an enigma. I have now submitted to an official college course a story involving Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh
And-
God,
God.
really?
And I got a decent grade on it too.
Oh my lord,
Boy,
what
oh
grade
boy.
did you get?
I got a 91 out of 100. And the
Wow.
thing is, the points she took off were really dumb points because she's like, well, make sure to show, don't tell. I'm like, bitch, I'm talking about her clothes. How can I just, what do you mean show, don't tell?
Show her clothes.
Well,
Are we
shit,
gonna
I
get to hear this story?
You should do a dramatic reading. Pass.
I don't, do I have a copy on my computer? I
Fireside
don't know.
reading.
I'm not gonna do it right now, but I probably could. I guess I don't know why. It's not that entertaining because I had to keep it PG-ish. There's a few fucks in there, but
Oh,
I
having multiple fucks makes it R-rated.
that's true. I don't know. There's a threshold of how many fucks you can make in a movie to make it before it's rated R. I don't know what exactly that is though.
I think it's just one. You can only say fuck once without it immediately
Is
being
it?
rated R. Or PG-13, so it allows you to have
How
one fuck.
many fucks can you say in a PG-13 movie?
I think it's like a couple. I think it's. I don't remember the exact number.
It's a couple.
sure it's
Thanks,
just
Chris.
one.
Thanks for the input.
it's at least
You're welcome. It's like a couple, 2 or 3, maybe 4.
Using the F word in a PG-13 12A movie.
The Martian has a strange case because it's PG-13 and has 2 fucks. So I'm guessing.
Whoa!
That's a wild amount.
I'm guessing actually, yeah, it might just be 1.
Because I remember, I think it was, what was it? It was one movie, I think it had Deadpool in it, and they used fuck earlier in the movie. It wasn't the Deadpool movie, but they used it earlier in the movie, and Deadpool was like, I wanted to say the F word. Okay, alright.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what you're talking about. What's
I
somebody
know
going?
you hate it. I know you hate it, but I fucking love awkward silence.
Actually, yeah, I've been
They're
leaving. I've
so
been leaving a
funny.
few more of them in because they actually are really funny.
Oh.
But also, I have to leave them in because we then refer to them, so I kind of got it.
Awkward silence.
But
This
I
is a
do
hard
cut them down a
cut to-
little bit, though,
That
so
was
they're not
so
as
funny.
long. Because sometimes there's like fucking minute-long awkward silences, so I cut them down to like 15 seconds instead. And even that kind of was like, okay,
A
let's,
lot.
let's, let's kind of keep going with this.
Let's get this train rolling.
9, 11, 15. Remove dark.
Hey,
How about you, Chris?
Cosmic.
I have a Yahoo.
Let's get a Yahoo!
It's been so many weeks since we have done
Yeah,
a Yahoo.
Quite a few, actually.
We
yeah.
have We have
Hey,
answered no answers on the Yahoo. We have given no wisdom for like 3 weeks.
Us
and
unwise
I am
folk
here.
have given no wisdom.
No, I can't
No,
wait to see what your Yahoo is.
This week, actually, I took this one from Black Ops. He sent it to me because I couldn't find one because there's literally nothing on Yahoo other than people asking about the tax bill that just got passed. And
What is
I don't feel like being
taxes?
political. It's
What are
basically
the
just-
tax?
It's very, very political on Yahoo right now. And they also changed the Yahoo Answers format. And I can't figure out how to get to specific categories, which I think is stupid. Anyway, this week we have a question brought to us by
Coca-Cola, the official drink of Christmas.
Dude's name is not loading, so I'm gonna say it's Meatloaf. And Meatloaf is asking, "Am I turning into Taylor Swift?
Oh, boy.
I've noticed that over the summer my hair has gotten lighter. I also find myself singing along country songs and have developed an attraction to the Jonas Brothers. Am I turning into Taylor Swift? Nope. I'm a 30-year-old Indian man." So our boy here, Meatloaf,
Yeah.
the 30-year-old Indian,
Long story short, yeah, I think you are.
he's having some troubles. He's going through a bit of a midlife crisis. It's like it seems.
Best answer: if a famous rapper has ever interrupted you, then yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Question,
yes.
that is really-
Though, there's, I mean, I'm sure there's been a few documented cases of people turning into other people, and
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what he's done to make the switch, but it's definitely government related, right?
Yeah, they're putting chemicals in the water. They're
Keith
turning people
Swizzle
into
Making the
some-
friggin' Indians Taylor Swift.
Cheese Whizzle did something that somebody up top didn't like, and so yeah, they injected him with some tea venom. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything clever. And yeah, now he is slowly becoming her, and so eventually his hair is gonna grow out, and he's gonna become really bitchy, and then slowly the real Taylor Swift is just gonna wither away and die.
Yeah,
and then he
feeding on
will
her
then take her
powers.
place. It's gonna be fucking crazy. Listen, this is top level shit. I don't know if I'm gonna make it now because now that I'm talking about it out loud, someone's coming
Holy
for me.
shit, they're gonna fucking get you.
They're gonna get
Yeah,
me.
they're gonna come. The CIA is gonna come whisk you away.
Oh, for sure.
You gotta,
yeah.
you gotta send the fucking the recording to Chris so he can get the information out.
Yeah, exactly. I don't trust him with it, but
Yeah.
Oh, I see how it is.
it's your
Can't get
fault.
your
But yeah, I was gonna say it's not you, it's me, but it's definitely you. So I don't.
I see how it is.
That just means he cares.
This information will die with us when the government comes to kill us because we know too much about the plot to turn Indians into Taylor Swift. There's gonna be a lot. There's like
Yeah.
a lot of.
You know,
Indian
actually, it
dudes.
is.
That,
It's
yeah,
just
there are.
it's still
An army of
government.
Taylor
What it is,
Swifts. Can you
it's
imagine
the
it?
next Trail of Tears. Instead of just moving the Indians to a different part of the country, they're moving them into different bodies.
Oh god.
The Trail of Taylor
It's a
Swift.
simulation to the next level.
Jesus Christ.
Boy, oh boy, where are we going with this topic?
Actually, do we even know if he's Native American Indian or is he like
I would
From India,
assume
Indian.
like
An Indian.
Indian,
that doesn't?
and not.
So
What do you mean that does it? It explains exactly
I know.
which one.
That's why I didn't finish my sentence.
His brain's pulling a poke.
That's why I was revving right towards it, and I had to slam on the brakes.
You have to
'Cause
stop.
I was about to go,
Going
what the
towards
fuck
disaster.
is in the mirror? But then I'm like, nope, wait, hop, whoa, horsey, whoa.
Let's draw back on that one there.
No, because you're right. It does make sense. But then I guess my statement still stands that it's simulation to the next level. It's just not actually with Native Americans.
Yeah,
Unless
this
we are
was-
wrong, then it is about Native Americans. So
I mean,
don't
it's
know.
entirely possible. You know, this is a broad world we live in, and there's a fair amount of both races, ethnicities.
Are there really? One's like 1.4 billion. The other's like maybe 100,000, possibly.
Are you talking about white
I-
people
There
or
aren't that many Native Americans.
oh Native American?
I mean, there's a decent amount of
There's a
American
couple.
Indians.
I don't know.
Native
the
Americans.
population.
Uh,
How
I think
many
there's
Native American? Ooh, that's not how you spell that. Americans.
apparently,
Are-
I've Googled before how many Native Americans were killed.
oh boy.
That I kind of know. That one's like hundreds of millions.
Classic.
Not
Millions,
hundreds, but
millions.
millions and millions. They're not 500 federally recognized tribes.
What?
Doesn't
All right,
exactly
I was way off there. According to the U.S. Census, as of the end of 2015, there are 6.6 million American. They say Indians, but Native Americans and Alaska Natives.
Well,
How
the
many?
thing
The
is-
question is, how many are those? Or is that counting like full blood or just like people with?
I think it would just be
Well-
like if people who have that in their veins.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because like if someone asked, "Are you an American?" I could say yeah, because like I got enough in me.
Yeah,
It's
I got
like,
a good
yeah.
bit of.
What's
I got a
enough?
bit of that in me too.
I don't
I
know
have
enough where it
1/24
counts.
carry
I don't know. I'm only like a couple generations removed, so it's gotta be a decent amount.
That's
I've only
fair.
been tainted by the white man for a few generations. So.
As Kelly LaRue said, the population is about 4.5 million. I don't know why I said it like that, but I
I don't know why either. That's not.
You are not good at the things.
You're not good.
Not-
at
yeah,
things.
it's not good.
Guy,
like-
guy.
One's a billion point three, and the other one is about 5 million, a little over 5 million. I don't even know why we were. You said something
yeah, I don't
about
know why it
what's the
matters either way.
difference. Like,
As I say, I don't think we answered the question originally.
no, we
It's-
definitely
I said
answered it.
yes,
we
he
answered it. Then we
absolutely
went off
is.
on a tangent about the
Yeah,
difference. in
I
Indian
think.
and Native
I think we
American.
haven't talked enough about the attraction to the Jonas Brothers, because
Which
Just-
Jonas
what are you
Brothers?
Now-
talking about?
the issue with that statement is it doesn't necessarily narrow it down to Taylor Swift. Because have you
Yeah.
seen the Jonas Brothers these days?
That's very true.
Very,
Well,
very-
two of them.
Excuse you?
Have you seen Kevin Jonas lately? Him and his
How
Ted
dare you.
Cruz baby.
Kevin Jonas has always
Kevin
been the
Jonas
one-
is like a super fucking Trump fan now too.
Is he?
Apparently.
Is he
I
really?
can't. That's weird.
Yeah, it's
Paul
He looks like
Kevin
the-
Jonas
he looks like the
the
grown-up version
second.
of you, cartooner.
Excuse what?
Just look. This is this picture.
Repeat the whole thing you said because I didn't hear you. That's why I said what.
I said he kind of looks like you in this picture. Just kind of face.
I could maybe sort of see it.
That boy's way
Maybe.
too pretty to be cartooner.
He didn't say it's a carbon copy. He
Yeah,
looks,
he's,
honestly, for my money, he looks about the exact same as he did
Oh god, yeah.
like 10 years ago. So I don't
Yeah.
think he's especially different.
He's still the ugliest one out of all of them.
Wow.
Just
Wow.
I mean, he's
There was
very
a whole
handsome,
there
don't
was
get
a
me
whole
wrong.
movement
He's
in
still
in us Jonas
the
Brothers
least
fans in like
attractive.
in 2007 2008 there was a whole big thing about trying to make sure that Kevin got included because everyone was always all about Nick and Joe, but no, everyone always forgot about Kevin.
Wait, there's a third one.
There's a fourth one. I can't remember what's
There's
the
a
little
fourth
brother.
Jonas brother?
Yeah, the
many
little
Jonases
brother, Noah. No, what's his name? I don't remember.
I think that was just in a show.
No, there's a real brother.
There's
Uh,
a real fourth one.
No, yeah. let me
Jonas
see.
brother. I don't
Paul, Joseph, Nick.
Why would it show up?
Nick Jonas,
It was Kevin,
Kevin
Joe, Nick, and then the youngest one,
It's like that fourth Beatle that nobody knows about.
What like?
Frankie. That's his name.
I'm pretty sure that was just in a show. I don't think that
No, it was not just in the show. He's their real actual brother.
was the
I'm
actual.
looking at it. IMDb Frankie Jonas. That's his
Holy
real name.
fuck, it is.
How
Also,
how dare
he
you
looks
doubt me on my
nothing
Jonas Brothers
like
knowledge?
any of
How
his
dare you,
brothers.
ma'am?
I'm sorry. Yeah, he looks nothing like his brothers.
No, he really doesn't.
That's
He
very
looks
weird.
noticeably worse.
Oh god, yeah, absolutely.
But
Hands
either
down.
way, so part of turning into Taylor Swift being attracted to the Jonas Brothers, not weird, completely natural. I think every human is.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
hands down, yeah. I mean, we could start that age-old debate. Which one is the hotter one?
Well, I mean,
But now,
see, it depends on
nowadays.
it depends on what you're into, though, because Nick
Okay.
Nick has become beefier in
Yeah.
these days,
and it looks very.
and Joe
nice.
is a lot more twinky.
Twink.
You're very not wrong. You're very right. Is also a way to say that.
Very not wrong.
That is very not wrong.
You're very not wrong. You're right. You're
You're
he
right.
does
That's probably what I would have said. You're right.
look very not wrong. What is
so-
this? Looks. Hold on. This looks like a really weird gay porno is about to happen.
Oh boy.
That's what I always like to hear when I'm talking about brothers.
No, not between them. Just with
Listen,
Joe.
it's the game the whole family can play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's about to get
Oh,
fucked in his butt.
Oh,
Actually,
God.
look, no,
Prison
he's
rules.
no. He's doing the fucking.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
He's on top.
Are you sure?
Look at the confidence.
That's true.
Yeah. I can
But look
Look
at
at,
this pouty.
look at how little
pouty look he's
clothing he's
doing.
wearing on his upper half. He's
Exactly,
getting
that's like
ready
a
to
big
fucking
thing.
rail into some dude.
Getting ready to be railed.
No, not be railed. No. He would have a lot more innocent look on his face if he was gonna be railed.
positive. Look at the pouty lips. All right,
He doesn't have
Fucking-
pouty lips.
he does.
I
Look
mean,
at
maybe
it.
it's slightly, but not really.
Exactly. But you know what? Bears, they don't do the pouty lips.
No, he's
Like-
definitely not a bear.
So
He's
the
still a
he's-
twink.
so it would be
I don't see where you're
shower
getting
time.
No,
bear
he's
out
not
of
even twink.
this.
He's buffer than I realized.
It's usually just bear and twink. That's actually, I'm very sorry.
There's
That's a
bear,
generalization.
otter,
There's
twink.
bear, otter. Yeah.
probably some other one that I'm not aware of, but I'm not up on my my
This
gay
one is
lore.
he's also very hairy, I noticed while I'm looking at Nick
Which
Jonas
yeah, which
half
makes
naked
me
pictures.
which makes you think. Oh wait, Nick Jonas.
Yeah, compared to Nick
Oh.
Jonas, Joe Jonas is very hairy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Boy, his pants are very low.
Yeah, they're super low.
Boy,
Jesus.
Wow.
I don't know how I feel looking at this.
You
with
see
this whole
now
child,
that
alright.
one.
Oh my God.
Playgirl magazine is getting an edition. I'll tell them that much.
What is Playgirl magazine?
Well,
What the fuck is
Let's-
that?
Let's set you down and tell you today's one.
I think it seems pretty obvious to me, but if you're
Is
Is it like wait? Is
It would
it like
be-
the opposite of Playboy?
yeah,
Is
it
it
would
like
be
does
the
it
female
have
version
half
of
naked
Playboy.
dudes?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that equality.
God, those are.
They're
like, I
super
almost.
low.
I mean, I feel cold looking at that. Like, isn't he cold? It's gotta be cold.
oh god, yeah.
Oh,
Joe's
yeah,
gotta be
that's
cold
right.
too, unless
He's
there's warm
holding-
water
like, what's
coming
on
out.
the
He's
back
gotta be
part of his
cold.
pants? Is it his shirt? Is it a jacket? What is it?
Fanny pack.
What's-
I think it's.
It's just a huge fanny
Fucking
pack.
fanny pack.
I don't know, man.
Oh no.
Why are you looking at the back of his pants? Why aren't you looking at?
I'm looking at his
front of
hands,
this
and
boy.
I have like it looks
I'm
like
just-
a hoodie's around
I'm
him,
pretty
but
much
just
just
tucked
looking
into
at his
his
dick,
ass.
and it's very weird.
Yeah, it's just out there.
It's just like damn near out. It's not as bad as the one where he was
This is
literally
great
holding
for the
his
audio
dick
listeners,
over
by the
his
way.
underwear. Like that one where he was literally like cupped around. That one was.
Oh, why am I not
that
okay
just
with
looks
this?
dumb. That just
Yeah,
looks.
that one looks really stupid.
Why am I not okay with this?
He just looks like your dad in the middle of the night going to the bathroom. Like my dad. That's
the
exactly
intent
what.
in the middle of the
You're
night.
not wrong.
That's what my dad dresses like. I mean, he
You're
doesn't say
not
obsession
wrong.
on it. It's like
Does
Minnesota
he wear
Vikings, but
obsession?
Also, yeah, I just saw the one with him grabbing his junk. His nipples look really weird in
does he
that.
have weird nips?
He does.
Yeah, they're like pizza nips. You know, like pepperoni nipples.
Pizza nips. Please go on.
middle-
Look at
in-
him.
In
Look
middle
at
school.
him.
No.
Look
Wow.
at the nips.
Oh,
Jesus. Oh.
Jesus, that's just
now
so
he's,
much.
now he's grabbing his crotch.
Yep.
Okay.
Look at the. All right, the
God,
crotch
grabbing
has
it real-
nothing to do with it. Just like erase that from your memory. Look at his nips. They look
It's
so
very
weird.
hard to avoid, though.
There is
Yeah,
a
it's-
period of
yeah.
time.
Focus.
Period of time in middle school when we had swim class where there's a few boys who said that everybody in
swim
the class had pepperoni nipples, even though 0 people did. So I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck they were talking about. Honestly, I'd say if anything they did. So I don't. But you know,
Yeah.
look at these fucking
Just, like,
pepperoni
rip off
nips.
their
I'm like,
shirt.
everyone's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And like,
I'm actually I'm not entirely sure what pepperoni nipples are. They're just like
It would-
huge nipples.
it would be like nips that stick out, like like things of pepperoni. You know, like
I thought it was
if you
just,
took like a
super
tube.
big nipples.
Really, they should call it like summer sausage nips,
Summer sausage.
Oh my
kielbasa nips.
Kielbasa.
While we're talking about hot guys, I saw a picture
Mhm.
of Channing Tatum. I really don't get why people think he's super attractive.
I like
don't-
him a lot
I
as
really
like
get
an actor and
Yeah, he's a
the
great
movies he's been
person. He's a good actor. He's like a fantastic
in. Yeah,
actor.
I think he's
He's just
overrated.
not that attractive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He's attractive, just not that attractive.
Yeah, I don't even remember why people got all up in arms about him.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it was before. Was he in Magic Mike?
Yeah,
hmm
I think
Okay,
he was.
well, then, yeah, I'm pretty
He
sure it
was
was
the lead
before
Mike,
that.
yeah.
People were like, "Bleh." So I don't know.
His
But then,
wife
like,
is
because
very
of that,
pretty.
I was shocked when I saw him in The Hateful Eight, and I'm like, oh, you're good at acting. Well,
Oh wow.
this is surprising.
shocked.
Or like in the fact that 21 Jump Street was funny. It's shocking to me.
He's a pretty okay actor. Pretty good.
Yeah, he knows how to do it. Which
He knows how to do the acting.
yeah,
He's just not the most attractive.
he's got a funny looking face.
He does, yeah.
He wasn't a good GI Joe.
He's very
Ryan
funny.
Gosling's attractive.
Gary
All right, out of all the Chris's, out of all the Chris's, Gary Busey-
Gary Busey's pretty much a hunk.
Gary Busey is who I dream about every night.
Damn straight. And
But
you
so,
know
out of, and I know, don't get me wrong, I know it. I know for a fact. Yes, they all look pretty much the same. But
Mhm.
if you had to choose out of Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, and Chris Evans, which one is the hottest?
I've made my decision.
It's 100%. Yeah. Is that Chris Evans right there?
Yeah, that's Chris
Yeah.
Evans.
Because yeah, I'm choosing Chris Evans. 100%.
Like, look at the,
I know. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's right there on the screen.
God.
I'm all up in my face.
they just look they look exactly the same.
But it's definitely Chris Evans.
Definitely Chris Evans, hands down.
Definitely Chris Evans.
Sure.
How could, I mean, how,
You're-
what do you mean?
you're-
Sure, it's 100%. He's
It-
definitely.
well,
I
yeah,
mean,
like,
he is
oh my
sculpted
God.
from directly from God's hands. I mean,
He's just really hot.
he's the perfect specimen. I wish he played
Born to give the
everyone in the
aliens
Marvel
when they
I
Cinematic
wish he
Universe.
played every single Chris.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish he was here instead of our Chris.
Yeah. Same, honestly.
We got a janky borked Chris. I want that
What
one.
the fuck is this picture?
Send him back.
Send him back to the factory. I want a new one.
Yes,
Yeah, I wanna-
Ours just got a
What
defect.
picture are you asking about?
This one.
Okay.
Look, you know what's
Oh,
funny?
boy.
He's still very much in shape there, but he looks scrawny
He does.
because he's not full Captain America body yet. God, the cherries on Jesus.
I know. Also, he has such a triangle body, like a Dorito body.
Can
You
we
know what I
get-
mean?
What does
I
that-
never,
what does
I
that
never
mean?
noticed people with Dorito bodies until I saw.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
Captain
I've seen a
America.
Dorito shape when I'm looking down south.
What is a triangle
Back
body
up.
or Dorito
What?
body?
A Dorito body? Hold on. I'll
Be looking
It's
like
like-
Eddie Murphy,
yeah,
like this.
like- scrawny hips and a waist, but
Oh boy.
buff
Like Eddie,
shoulders.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, okay.
It's like a Dorito. If you put a Dorito over it, it fits perfectly.
Yeah, I suppose
I mean,
he's still the perfect
as-
specimen. So I don't know.
Oh god, yeah, absolutely. Like, look at his.
Have I
ass.
told you about the
I
time?
mean, maybe not in that.
I feel like
picture,
I probably brought. I think I brought this up on the Brewcast actually, but maybe I've never brought it up to anyone. The fact that when I was watching, was it Winter Soldier or Civil War? I don't remember. But there's one bit where Chris Evans is as Captain America has to pull the helicopter and he's holding on to the landing pad at the same time. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
oh yeah.
That was the only time in my entire life where I legitimately had feelings went, oh,
You were just like, yes.
maybe I like that boy. that was the only time before or since. That was one and only time. But it was a very well, that's an interesting new idea. 'Cause it was an interesting time watching.
You
that
were just
movie.
like,
It
ah.
was an interesting time.
like, that's a funny feeling.
So he's the one you're questioning your sexuality for.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Basically.
This, this has been a
Like-
thing I've talked
like-
about for years with different people.
Dude,
It's like,
that
yeah,
fucking,
he's
I
the
can't.
one.
Was it Avengers 2 where he ripped the log in half? And
Yeah.
I was just like, oh wow,
Yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah,
wow.
it was weird. I was
He's strong.
I was like, hey, Dad, why is the fucking theater flooding?
Blue shit.
Why am I hearing some moaning?
Oh,
Why are
yeah.
everybody's pants is getting tighter? Pants is what?
Why is everyone adjusting all of a sudden?
Yeah, women are just soaking. What?
It's very moist in this room right now.
Why did every girl in the theater just suddenly leave? Why do they leave a
Okay,
trail
yeah.
like the
Heat
mean
up.
lady from Monsters Inc?
Yeah, Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski.
She always leaves that trail because she has a little picture of Chris Evans on her glasses. She's always looking at it.
Oh.
It's a little gif of
It's like
flipping
it's
along.
a really.
God.
If you haven't seen the scene, it's really nice. It's a real good scene. Just look up Chris Evans Wood. You'll find it.
Yep.
Not sure I
Just look
wanna
up
do
Chris
that.
Evans Wood. Yeah, that'll
I'm
probably
feeling
get you.
that right now. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you get that scene.
You really do. But
Yeah. I
make
can
sure
get
to look
some
it up
scenes
on-
of him kissing
on
on
Incognito.
Incognito, yeah, it's really quite something. Yeah, it's.
God, it's so nice.
I'm not that invested in it. but
Oh
it's a good
yeah,
scene.
that scene. Okay, I know which one you're talking about now.
It's a good scene in an otherwise movie.
Yeah, it was in. Yeah. Nah.
Can you imagine being so mad you ripped a log?
I
Fucking insane.
can't.
And then
Yeah.
it's just a log.
Yeah.
I, like-
yeah.
It's like synced up exactly to what mine is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And that's
This is
enough
a
of that.
great audio podcast.
And that's.
I will
this is
just
one
cut
of
that
the
all
best-
out. There was some
Oh, thank
annoying
you.
shit that just happened. You don't need to hear it because it's not worth your fucking time. Because holy shit,
Don't
was that
worry
annoying.
about the
Long
last
story
half hour
short,
of the
Chris
podcast.
Evans is a real nice specimen.
Yeah, no, they
He
heard
is
that
the
part.
first-
I just cut out
He
the
is-
5 minutes of going. God.
That was some more.
Oh yeah.
But America, on Saturdays, well, Saturdays for the boys.
Hey, Black Ops.
Yeah.
What's
What's
your
my
topic?
All right. I don't know. Christmas traditions. What don't
No,
you like
no,
about
that's
it?
not the one you said.
Sorry. What do you hate the most around Christmas time? Is that what I said word by word?
Yeah, that was what he
Everywhere
said,
in
yeah.
the entire
I hate the
world.
people.
I don't like the music everywhere in my life. at all
What?
hours.
I hate
I'm-
that.
I'm
and I hate
cool with
untangling the
music.
goddamn
That's the
Christmas
only thing I'm
lights.
cool with. I hate pretty much everything else about Christmas.
Yeah.
I love Christmas music.
I
though.
hate getting gifts
hate
the
the
most. I
music.
hate
It's
it.
everywhere.
Oh god, yeah. Like it was fun as a kid, but like that's because you were getting like all the cool shit. But then it's
Yeah.
like
No, it's
I
just
hate
soft.
now it's like shit.
Now-
It's like I definitely still appreciate it, but
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, you don't have to. Really, I
Well,
don't.
that
no,
and
don't
not
worry
only
about
like
it.
now I have to buy shit for people. Now
Oh,
I have to
I
give
still
gifts,
don't
and
do
it's
that.
just the
You think
worst.
that's bad? I just had to do I just had to pick the last name in the Secret Santa thing, and I picked the person I hate the most.
Oh my god!
So I have to get them a gift.
You can buy them a coupon to Bath and Body
fucking
Works
buying
for
my
$6.
best friend a
I'm
$50
gonna give him a note that says go fuck himself.
No, get them Bath and Body Works coupon for $6. They won't be able to get your shit, and it's for somewhere fucking
for
useless.
$6.
They can get a single candle.
$6.78.
A candle for $6?
I don't get
I don't
At
know
Bath
about
and
that.
Body
Never-
Works, yeah, that's
never-
right.
Oh, that's a little expensive.
Fuck.
Bath and Body
My
Works is not
mother
cheap.
purchased a chocolate
My
candle
mother.
the other week, and it was
Don't
the
eat
best
it.
smelling candle I've ever smelled
Ooh.
in my life.
No, I
My
won't.
whole
There is
room
some
for a week
great
smelled like a
candles.
chocolate factory, and it was delightful.
Cartooner and the Chocolate Factory.
Well,
Hip, hop up, hip up, hop up.
What?
So-
What?
What the fuck do you mean you don't like Christmas music though?
I
Yeah.
just don't like hearing it.
Everywhere, and it gets old after the
It's
first.
so
'cause there's only like 10
Delightful.
Like, dude, and
Clearly,
I know
do
you
not
don't
work
get much
anywhere near
snow
as
down
well.
there in
It's
South
horrible.
Carolina, but like when you're driving around at night and you're not the one driving, but you're with like a parent or a loved one or somebody's just driving you, and you're in the city and you see the Christmas lights everywhere and it's dark and there's snow all over the ground, then you just listen to the Christmas music. It's such a nice.
Yeah, that's
feeling.
fine. It's
know,
not
it's-
fine when you're
Okay.
trying to do literally everything else and all you hear is Alan Jackson singing Merry Christmas to you on loop in every single store you go into. It gets old after a while.
Yeah, you gotta listen to that Michael
gonna
Bublé
say-
shit.
Very passionate about this topic because it's driving me up a wall because I've had to listen to it in every single store, every
Yeah,
single
that's
day of
fucking
my
bad.
life.
Imagine being at Kroger for 8.5 hours
the
and listening
best.
to the same
I
five
know.
Christmas songs that they
I
always
know
have.
because
And you
it.
really
I
want
have
to
to
go
do
and
it.
just bust the damn
Every-
loudspeaker.
Here comes Santa Claus.
Everything. I ripped
Shut
the
your
speaker
mouth.
out of
Hey.
the ceiling of my office 3 days after they started Christmas music in the middle of November. It's not there anymore because I can only take so much Christmas music every single day of my life. It's fine in small doses. I don't mind it in small doses when it's appropriate. I don't like it every single minute of every hour of every day. It's not great.
Please, God, go back to playing We're the Kids in America again, or heaven forbid, fucking 1738. Because they think that, oh man, we're hip and cool, we're going to play this song.
You people still play that song?
Yes, apparently
wow.
Kroger thinks they're hip and cool.
Nothing
yeah,
you said
well-
means
It's
anything to me.
so-
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
guys can all talk about it. I have no
I
idea
have
what
no
the fuck
idea
Chris
what
is talking
those
about.
Oh,
words
there!
are.
It's that one song where Fetty Wap became popular, and then he
I
screamed,
also don't know who that is.
You might as well just be going again.
You are literally
I
just
don't- it
making
means
words
nothing.
with your face. I don't know what any of these are.
Yeah, this is
music. That's pretty much
yeah.
it.
I mean, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Christmas music a lot. I can understand why you hate it in like large doses. Though.
I have no problem with it if it's just like it's Christmas morning and the Christmas music's playing, or it's
Or Christmas
festive
Eve.
time. I don't want to hear it every single minute of every hour of every day that I have to work because it makes me want to carve my brains out. It's
That's
not.
fair.
It's
Man.
not great. This
Nah.
hatred has only started. This
I think-
deep hatred of it. But it gets on my nerves. It's just Jesus.
I know, right?
I think my least favorite thing is getting presents. Not necessarily giving, just getting the presents.
Yeah, you're.
Because then I have to figure out what the fuck they want. Like, then I have to spend
Yeah.
my own money on it. And then I gotta fucking. And then if they don't like it, then they're like, aw, thanks.
It's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
So just Bath and Body Works, $6 gift card.
$10.
You just
doing that.
get
That's a
someone
good
a
idea.
chocolate scented candle, and it will rock
And they'll
their
love it.
fucking world.
Just say, this is all you're getting. You're not getting anything else.
Well, I mean, how many
Or
presents
you know
do
what you can
how many
do? You
presents do
can
really
go.
give
You
people?
can go to gobicker.com/shop or store, whichever one it is, because I don't remember off the top of my head. And you can buy them some lovely merchandise from our
Yeah,
great
get them a fucking nice. Flesh Horse Claw.
shop. It is store.
Oh, if you mean that,
gobicker.com/store.
did one of you guys buy a shirt recently?
I
A
did
Flesh
not.
Horse shirt?
Not that I'm aware of.
So none of you guys did.
So somebody bought a shirt.
So,
Whoa, we got a first
somebody
customer.
bought a shirt and a mug.
Well, I just splooged everywhere.
Wait, which was it? Or like which design?
It was
was
Flesh Horse 2 and Flesh Horse 3.
Boy, oh boy! Someone bought a
Yes,
shirt with
I'll
that
get
on it.
my $3 money.
Someone
Yeah.
bought a
$3.
shirt with Flesh
Yeah.
Horse on it.
Yeah,
Please,
yeah.
I
God,
bet you
whoever
it
you
was
are,
him.
I don't care who you are. If you don't want your face out there, put a bag over it. I need to see a picture of the shirt tweeted
I-
at me.
I
and
do
I
as
will
well,
give you a
yeah.
$6 gift card to Bath
Yeah.
and Body Works.
Because since I saw that receipt thing, or not the receipt, the confirmation that you just made a sale, congratulations email.
Mhm.
It made me really
Oh,
think.
shit.
I think no, it was a sweatshirt. That's what it was. It made me think though. I really
makes
do
sense, but-
want a Flesh Horse V3 shirt.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good design for a shirt.
I
want-
bet you it was Tim. I'm
it probably
putting
was.
2 Bath and Body Works. gift cards on
$40
it.
for the T-shirt. Yeah, look at this boy in his Flesh Horse shirt. He's so happy.
So
everybody
I might
should-
get that for myself for Christmas.
What?
Go out and
Yeah.
splooge or
You know
splurge.
what actually I'll do, and
And
then I'll
get-
buy I'll just spend all my money again on GoBicker, and then
We're gonna have to make a.
but I'll
store
get my.
definitely.
I mentioned this a few months ago that the clock in our bathroom broke, and so maybe I'll get us some sort of a GoBicker clock.
You should.
Santa's not real.
We need to make a festive Christmas ad for the store.
Spoilers.
That came out of fucking nowhere. That came out of left field, dude.
Yeah, it really came out
Santa's
of
not real.
absolutely nowhere. And I don't know who you were trying to fucking rock, whose world here you're trying to rock, but
The viewers.
the
All
viewers.
2 of them.
I hope
Dude.
no one who believed in Santa is listening to the podcast.
You just ruined Tim's day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tim. You're also
Dude.
not getting an answer for 2 of your questions.
Real talk, though. Real talk. Because I've brought this up several times to my friends. Fucking Jewish kids or just non-Christian kids in general. They're the
Stop it
real
there. Let's
champions.
stop it.
They're the real champions, dude. They never told us Santa wasn't real. They just kept the secret. They just kept playing along. They're a true fucking MVP.
Maybe they still believed in Santa. They just thought he only went to Christian houses.
Yeah.
Because I remember
You don't
seeing
think
the.
Kwanzaa God or whoever does Jewish holidays?
He knows
God,
the
oh.
parents.
We never told them he's not real.
He's not real.
I think Kwanzaa God would just be God.
I remember seeing something where a teacher who taught in a class, and I assume it was just a primarily Jewish area, maybe, because every kid in the class didn't believe in Santa or wasn't Christian, and so they had like a little meeting. They were like, "All right, guys, remember, don't tell Christian kids that Santa is real." And I was like, "What the fuck? They got meetings for this shit too? They got Christian kid meetings?" It
Well, the
was
Jew
whack.
kids. God,
Yeah,
we should
sure.
really move on. We're getting into dangerous territory. The
Am
jokes.
I'm saying that
no,
Christian,
yeah, no,
non-Christian
listen.
kids are the
Next
MVPs.
It's fine.
topic.
It's
We are
fine as it
putting
is
the foot
now.
down.
But the gears are turning. The bad
That's just 'cause
anti-Semitic
all
jokes
of you
are coming.
Racists.
I know. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying we should move on before I say something I regret. Granted,
Oh
I
my
I
God.
could edit it out, but I just like
You
I would
can't
rather
hear.
just not have to.
Yeah, you just don't want to. You just don't want to say it.
I like the weird thing about all the jokes I make is I am in no way anti-Semitic or racist or anything. But God, I love all those jokes. They're like my favorite jokes.
Jokes are supposed to be satirical and have, dark meanings behind them.
I
To a
don't think that's
point.
true. Puns don't. And I love puns. Even though I
Puns.
get like angry, but they're so good. I love puns.
There's a lot of really shit puns though. That's the thing.
There are, but I love the puns that make you just go like, oh no.
Stop saying words.
It sounds
with
like you
your
love it.
face.
Those are the best puns, though. They're like the
Everything I love, I
shut
fucking
up.
scream and cry about.
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of true. Actually, no, I'm thinking about
As
it.
I think about it.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I like.
God.
I think I've mentioned this before. Like, I wrote I was in my senior year, wrote a big long paper about Star Wars. And like I've yelled out countless hours about Grease. And you know, and who knows what else I've done. So it's like, yeah, no, I do just kind of rant and yell about things I love. So
Yeah, it's just how it be. You just rant about things.
It's just be how it is,
yeah, dog,
yo.
that's just how it be, yo.
Oh, I said something like I fucking had a stroke in the middle of talking while I was at the campaign today or the session. So me and this guy were back to back. We were fighting each other for the entire campaign, the entire session. And he said, "This is ironic, isn't it?" And I said, "Yeah, ain't it? Isn't it?" I said, "Ain't it? Isn't it?" And I don't know why.
Wait, so
God.
so
What even are you?
what?
I don't know. I just had a
Is it-
stroke.
Yeah, I'm trying to think even what that would mean. Ain't it? Isn't it? I don't know. It's,
Ain't it? Isn't
I
it?
guess
Ain't
the same, they're both mean the same thing, I guess.
Exactly, they do. I don't know why I said it twice.
You have a problem?
I do. I think I have a tumor, and I just haven't addressed it at all. I think that's the case.
Fuck. My dog is having some dental issues.
Oh
like,
boy.
she has to get some teeth pulled
Cartooner's
this
Medical
week.
Corner episode.
And but then for whatever reason, there's no real signs of this, but for whatever reason, when the vet was checking out her teeth this week, she told my mom, she's like, "Well, you know, it could be cancer." It's
Oh
like,
my
what?
God.
Oh god.
Excuse you, lady? No, look at they're bad teeth. It's not fucking cancer. You just,
Hey, it's
like, the thing
cancer.
is, the lady had told my mom just a little bit before that it's pretty common in small dogs for them to get really bad teeth as they get older. And she's like 7 or 8 years old now. So it's like, yeah, she's
Mhm.
getting older. Her teeth are really
Yeah, it could
fucked.
just be cancer.
So yeah, it could, but you know, it
Yeah,
could be
probably
cancer.
be
It's
cancer.
like, fuck, lady, chill. I assume lady. I don't know why I assume lady. I guess, but I guess it could have been a man. But
Excuse me, sir.
whoever the vet was like, it's like, come on.
WebMD.
Yeah,
Human
pretty
boy.
much.
Um,
Hold on. I had to hiccup, so I kind of leaned back, but then it just disappeared. So never mind. I don't think I ever said. Unless I completely forgot. I don't think I ever said the thing I hate most about Christmas.
I thought you were gonna
Happiness.
pick people.
I mean, that's fair. I really can't fucking stand being around people around Christmas time. They're so fucking annoying.
I thought you couldn't stand being around people at all.
Just in general.
It's it gets especially annoying during holiday season because everyone's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy,
Yeah,
happy,
it's like-
happy." Ugh,
No,
it's
thank
fucking
you.
horrible.
I just want to be depressed. Go
be
away.
angry like
Shit,
me.
Christmas.
God, it's too cheery.
Just perpetually be angry at the world, and
I
we'll all
like-
be okay.
I'm okay, like in my
We
own
need a
personal bubble,
holiday.
being cheery and holiday.
We need an
spirit.
opposite of Christmas, which is just an angry day where everybody just
Yeah, that
loses their
could be our
minds.
Christmas special. Is us instead
It's
of being all
fucking-
like
it's not
Merry
it's
Christmas,
super
we're like
happy.
fuck
It's just like,
everything.
you know what?
It's fucking.
You all need to
it's-
die.
It's
I hate the
lick
people,
my
I hate the
nuts
world.
day. Welcome to
My nuts day.
the
Jesus.
inaugural
Fuck
Lick
you.
My Nuts Day 2017. You know what? Today is Lick My Nuts. That's what it is. And it would just be real edgy. I was thinking actually the other day that I think we should have one day of the year where everyone acts just like as edgy as possible and just kind of
Every
see.
day for me,
see
man.
what it- oh, I know, me too. But I mean even more edgy. Turn that edgy up to 11.
Oh shit.
Take that edgy dial up.
Like,
Are you
can you
sure?
imagine? I think like Twitter that day would be fucking hilarious.
Oh, it'd be great.
And that's what made me think about it, like, because I think I mean I end up following a lot of really funny people, and they make a lot of funny jokes, and I'd love to see them just try their hardest to be as edgy as possible.
So we need
I-
to make it
Good
really big so that we can make this a reality. So everybody go to GoBicker.com right now.
I don't know why you'd go to
That page,
GoBicker.com to do anything on Twitter, but yeah, fuck it, yo.
You go to gobicker.com and then you type in the URL.
Ural.
UIL.
Type in the urinal.
Type in the urinal. Play with the little cake. Tastes very good. It's the best
Gross.
kind of cake.
Urinals are so fucking gross. I appreciate how quick and easy they are,
But they are not
ugh.
the best.
And they're so not private too. Like,
No.
why
Especially- I
why
don't-
are there
it
any
drives me
urinals within
crazy
2
that-
feet of each other? That's insane.
Yeah.
And
And it
with,
still
like,
bothers
a
me. There
little
are actual
barrier.
human beings in the world that will just go, they'll see a dude sitting there taking a leak at the urinal, and they'll just walk up to the one directly right next to him.
Yeah, like
Instead of leaving
there's
the
a
gap.
general
That
rule
is
for
the-
most
that's the
people that
rule.
you don't use the middle urinal. But
No, that one doesn't
I always see
exist.
people at the middle urinal. It's insane.
That one, the middle urinal should really just be there for decoration, just to add symmetry.
Or just
shouldn't
not
even be
there at all,
plugged
because
into
otherwise someone's
anything.
still gonna piss in it because they're a monster.
It's
I would.
just- it
I-
Wait,
you know
really
you
what
not
bothers
I
have,
do?
like,
What?
do you, are there not like walls between the urinals?
Occasionally,
Sometimes there are, sometimes
but
there aren't.
Sometimes there aren't. What the fuck?
Exactly. That's why.
It's
That's why.
Very,
urinals
it's
on
a
a
very
wall?
intimate
Wow.
moment when someone
It's
stands next to
incredible.
you.
That's why there's this
Oh,
one
you should do that in
bathroom
football game. Of course.
that I generally end up using at my college. That's it's so small that if there's someone in there, you might as well just leave because otherwise you're like standing directly behind them. It's a full bathroom. There's 2 toilets. There's one urinal and like a proper toilet, but I would never go in there with someone else ever in my life. And
This is
luckily,
very cozy.
and luckily,
You
it's
know
always
the
pretty much
person
just
really
me in there.
well.
And
Wait, why don't people just take a stall and piss and then
well, because
leave?
some people do. That's true.
I
But
do it. I absolutely do it. It's privacy.
What
like
what
my
I do
privacy.
is actually, if I see it, if there's like, if there's too many people in there, I just go find another bathroom, even if it's really out of the way.
You're not gonna
Yeah.
pee down the drain in the middle of the bathroom?
There's no way. I'm like,
No
You
level
don't
of
just use the
desperation?
sink as a urinal?
no, I only shit in the sink.
Waffle stop.
Waffle stuff.
I've never seen Bridesmaids, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the scene where Melissa McCarthy shits in the sink is probably the funniest scene in the movie ever.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Based on the trailer,
I've
it
never
looks
seen it either.
fucking hilarious.
I have not seen this movie.
Yeah, I mean,
so
just
I'm-
the idea of
I don't even think
someone
I've seen the
blasting
trailer.
ass in a
Shitting
sink
in a yeah.
is real funny.
Mhm.
So props to Melissa McCarthy for being
Good job.
comedy legend.
She's
for
a real
shitting in
funny
sink.
person.
She's funny occasionally. She's real.
Mhm.
I found that she's real hit or
But
miss.
most of the movies she's in, she is the highlight of the movie, which is sad a lot of the times.
yeah.
The fact that Melissa McCarthy, don't get me wrong, lovely lady.
I mean, I guess maybe
sure.
she's a hit or miss. Maybe it's just the material she's working with is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure
'Cause,
she's,
God,
I'm
there's-
sure she can be hilarious
There's
with
some really
good
shitty
material.
quote funny movies that are just not funny whatsoever.
Mhm.
It's like Adam Sandler
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Is it?
sometimes.
yeah. It is. He's really.
I-
It's a quote supposed to be funny movies are never funny. Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Yeah. But like I just don't think his funny movies are funny at all.
Well, it's
That's why
probably
it's-
because it's been 25 years since he's had a funny
That's-
movie.
Also
Yeah.
true. What was the last movie he made? Pixels? That was
No,
terrible.
that was-
No, God,
by
he's
far
had
not the
dozens
best
of
movie.
movies.
He's
since
made-
then.
yeah,
Wait,
he's-
what?
He signed like a 20 movie deal with Netflix.
He's put out like 75 movies with
Yeah.
Netflix.
yeah. So
over
he's
the past
so
20 minutes
yeah. So
during the duration of this podcast.
oh yeah,
That's
yeah, definitely.
movies.
So I don't know the most recent one he's done, but it was some Netflix movie.
Ridiculous 6 was in 2015.
But that was the most recent one.
I don't know.
No, there's been more.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure
Oh,
there's been one.
sexy. What did it say? Sandy Wexler. And I had a dyslexic moment right there.
Sexy Wexler.
Sandy Wexler. The do-over. Oh, yeah, that's true, the do-over.
Do-over, Sandy Wexler, the
Oh yeah, Sandy was in 2017. The do-over.
Meyerowitz stories, and Hotel Transylvania 3 in 2018.
Well, Hotel
So-
Transylvania would not be an Adam Sandler movie.
No, no.
He's gonna be in it,
Pixels
apparently.
was in
That would still wouldn't make it
2015.
an Adam Sandler movie though.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I forgot about that movie. That was bad. That was not a good movie.
That's one of those movies that
Click.
I only ever
I
saw
love that movie.
on a
Click.
commercial, but I
Click.
never
Best-
watched it.
The best Adam Sandler
It was
movie.
one of the few that
Possible.
was actually pretty
I love
alright.
Click, but mostly because I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah.
It's a definitely
It's a-
cool idea.
it's a really
Terrible,
shitty movie.
terrible movie. It was so bad.
But just the idea of being able to control time with a,
Oh,
with
God,
a
yeah,
remote,
yeah. Timmy Turner, Fairly Odd Parents, had an episode about that. Executed it better than an Adam Sandler movie
Is
did.
that true?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Oh, that's not really
Going
saying much.
Overboard, 1989. Mixed to Nuts, my favorite movie title. Anyways, my topic. What's your favorite part of a meal? Mine is the sides. I like the sides most
I
of
was
the
gonna
time.
say I love the sides. I think the sides
Sides
are
are
Sides
definitely
are
the best part
normally
of the meal.
super good.
There's nothing
which
better.
is weird, but
It's like,
That's
yeah,
some
a
really,
good-
really good
works.
fries
the
today.
steaks are
Oh,
fine. The burgers
yeah.
are always fine. But man,
mm,
I just love eating me
fries.
some fries. Love
There
like
were some
or
great
like
fries.
like you go to like an Olive Garden, you have some breadsticks on the side. I guess they're sort of an
Oh, their
appetizer too. But like once your
breadsticks.
food comes and then there's the
Breadsticks
sides.
are-
But like now I'm starting to think about it. This isn't gonna apply to everybody, but like salmon is fucking delicious. Like lobster, like
Yeah,
like
no,
hamburgers,
it's fine.
tacos.
I
They're all real good.
yeah, they're fine. But
If I,
I
told my
would still
coworkers
much
that I
rather eat
lobster
whatever comes
right
with
now.
them than the actual thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm.
like if I had to just never eat the main course of a meal ever again, but only eat the sides that come with it, I'd be totally fine.
I don't think I could do that.
I don't
That's
know if
just-
I'd be okay
yeah,
with that.
no.
I'd be totally content. That's how pro sides I am.
Yeah,
I think
because
those are
come
usually
to
the
think of
best.
it, I only like maybe like 3 or 4 sides, and that's like fries, broccoli. I can't think of any more.
What about soup?
Is soup a
Super
side?
side?
Is
Yeah,
soup?
well, yeah,
I
because you'll
thought
ask
it
for your
was
like
a
super
main.
salad. That's
I
the thing they
guess
ask that you get for
soup,
like along with your meal. Yeah.
I guess, because like I
But
don't
it's
know.
also,
I've had
wait,
soup-
no, hold on. Actually, that might be an appetizer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind
I
of see
could
that
go
as
with
like
it.
some
Yeah.
kind of course, not so much
Well,
as a
it's-
side.
It could be
Like,
either one.
I consider a side something that it comes out with the food.
Yeah,
You order
I
at a
think that's true as
restaurant, it
well.
comes out with your steak, with your burger, with your loaf. It comes out with it.
Oof.
Yeah,
I
and I think
think-
that's the best part
I
of the
think
meal. That's
I'm changing
all-
mine. Mine is the main entree.
that's
That's
insane.
my
It's
favorite.
fucking insane. Because yeah, why?
It's just so much repetitiveness. You know what I mean?
yeah, but
like,
there's
it's
there's
fries,
comfort in
broccoli.
familiarity.
Yeah, but not so much familiarity that it becomes bland. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Well, when you get things like potatoes, I mean, how much similarity can you really get? Because considering how
That's
many
true.
options are available,
You could get like
You can do a lot with a potato.
waffle
you do
fries,
so much with
yeah.
a potato.
hash browns. You can
This is
get
very
tater
versatile.
tots. I love potatoes, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. And like those are very potato in some form, very
Were
common
you
side.
did you ever grow
That's
up in
true.
Idaho?
I didn't. Can't say I have.
Not something
She
I
grew up
can
in. I'm a
confirm.
whore. Get it? Is that-
What a crash.
Yahoo.
You got me.
Anyways, yeah, I love potatoes because they're like super like versatile and you can eat them in so many different ways. I
Mhm.
still think like I don't think I could ever give up a main entree. though.
Plus, you get all of the
Yeah.
delicious veggies. You get fruit bowls. You get
I'm not giving up any of my
muffins.
meals.
Like
Hey,
some
how many
places offer a
fruit-
muffin with it.
For a side?
Yeah.
Muffin's a main meal, dude.
What?
I could-
A muffin's like a
muffin?
snack.
I would never
What?
eat a muffin. A
I would
muffin as
never
a
sit
meal.
down for a
That's
meal
what
and
I
be like,
had for breakfast
muffin.
today. Single muffin.
you're also a small, tiny child who probably does
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
even
I
She
like,
probably,
was
she probably
single
thought some
broccoli
crumbs
is
were a whole
probably a full
muffin.
meal
More
for
than
you.
like one. I can't eat more than one pancake or like more than one waffle
Oh my
because then I
God,
get too
No,
full.
God, no,
What's that
that's
mean?
like
What does too full mean? I've never. What is that? I don't understand.
you
I
eat
just
until
get
you fill up. There
You
is no
eat
such
until
thing
you
as
can
full.
literally physically not
Yeah.
shove more food into your
Or
body.
if I'm just like not hungry anymore and I don't get those rumblies, then I'm just like I'm good
So
for
you
now.
what? You only eat if you're starving.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright.
No, I
This is
eat.
probably why you're such
reg-
a small dwarf baby child.
Yeah, I didn't get enough
Been
nutrients.
malnourished
when
for
I
her
was
whole
growing.
life.
Yeah, you're just malnourished.
Pay $5 today, and you.
I
can
know
help
they don't
feed
have a lot
100
of food
folk.
in Maine,
Yeah, all
but
we got is fish.
you got fish and muffins
Fish,
apparently.
lobsters, and muffins. I don't understand how you could eat more than a muffin. Like more than
I
one
could
muffin.
Because they're not. Well, actually, one thing
Way
is,
more than a
what I'm
muffin.
thinking about, they offer fucking huge muffins too.
I mean, yeah, there's some
it's
pretty
kind
big
of funny that
muffins.
actually they just
But I
offer
wouldn't
them
like.
the
I'd
side.
imagine as
One
an
of, like, two
entree.
sides.
I always like to imagine myself sitting down at a table with whatever that is. I could not imagine myself sitting down at the dinner table, like fork and knife in hand, like boy, we're getting ready to enjoy this muff. That came out wrong.
Thank you, Chris.
I want to eat this muff.
The words
I'm
came
gonna
out
me
of
up
my
this
mouth.
muff.
The words came out of my
You
mouth,
need a
and
muff.
I realized what I was saying and didn't add an end.
I was
So
fuck, what was I watching?
allow me to
Oh.
rephrase. Eating that
You know what else is like on the level of eating muff and singing about pussy? Gobbling cock. I fucking love that phrase.
No,
I love it.
It's a pretty
so
great
funny.
phrase.
no. See, that one's a bit more intense. I don't know. I feel like that one has more intensity to it.
It's
I
funny.
mean, I
Needs
can't
more
say I
muff.
can't say I don't like it. I'm just saying I don't know if I would equate them.
That's true. It might be a step above gobbling cock
Yeah, like that's.
than
The gob.
eating muff.
But again, eating pussy, I don't know, man. Maybe they are equal. I don't know.
I'd say
But
they're pretty
Is
equal.
the
I'm
muff
just-
truly
I'm trying to
equal
think.
to the
I'm
cock?
trying to think.
This is the equality, the feminist one.
This is the future feminist
Imagine
one.
there's an old lady in a church, and she next to her she has some sort of like a bar that shows how offended she is by what you've just said. What's gonna fill that bar up more? Saying
I
eating
don't think
pussy
she's gonna
or gobbling
understand
cock?
what. Oh, okay. You're using pussy. I was gonna say I don't think she'll understand what eating muff is.
Yeah, no, I'm going.
She's
eating
gonna
pussy,
think you're talking
eating
about a
pussy
muffin.
versus gobbling cock. Which one's gonna fill that bar up more? I'm honestly not sure.
I
I
think.
don't know.
I think it would be gobbling cock.
I think.
Well,
it
that entirely depends. If she's in a church, if I said eating pussy, she would be mad.
That's true.
And if you guys said goggling cock, she would
Goggling
be cock. My favorite.
Christ.
I've noticed actually recently that I've become a dyslexic speaker,
Uh-huh.
where I kind of like what you do when you have a stroke, where
Yeah.
I just kind of start jumbling up words, but like I'll completely flip words in a sentence sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the
That's why I said ain't it, isn't it?
that's not that's no
Like,
that's
I just-
different. That's not
alright.
quite the same. It's I don't-
Like you'll replace the first two letters, or you'll replace the first letter of two words you're about to say.
No, well,
'Cause
yeah,
I-
sure, sometimes, but like, yesterday I got a letter from my bank saying that I don't know why they sent this letter, and they could have probably just sent an email, but saying that we're gonna get debit cards with chips soon. Like, oh, great.
I hate chip readers.
That's lovely. But when I was reading it out loud, cause I'm like, kind of like, oh, wow, look at this, and then I said chips with debit cards, and I had no idea. I just had it type of thing, and my mom's like,
Yeah.
you mean debit card with chips? I'm like, that's what I just said. You fucking idiot.
I said
It's
that.
like, no,
You
no.
moron.
But I've been doing that a shitload lately. Just all sorts of different things.
I think you're growing a tumor like I am.
I think that's probably true. Yeah,
This is podcast.
I'll just
It's
let
the
it. I'll
tumor
let
that
it
grows
take
on
me.
all of us.
Fine.
Yeah, if you listened to episode 1 and then you listened to this one, how much?
We got
of
a
stroke-
lot more illiterate.
Like how much? Yeah, it's like
We're
bad.
losing brain cells.
Yeah, we got a lot more illiterate in the past 20
Mm.
episodes somehow.
It's episode 20. Isn't that weird? That's
That's pretty wild. That's
Wait till we get to
20 weeks.
episode 100.
I can't
we're
believe
Dude.
that we made
we're
it, like,
gaining
36
pretty
or
fast
30.
on the brewcast.
If
We got, like,
16,
36 episodes
16
of
more
Brewcast.
weeks and a baby could have been born, dude.
God,
Whoa.
don't put that thought in my mind that we
Ah.
gestated a baby in the time this podcast has existed.
Gestated a baby. Wow.
Because
Why
think
do you
about
have-
it, somebody
36
banged
weeks?
on the
Usually
day
40.
that we recorded the first episode. What are the odds that that child would be born on the day that we release episode whatever 9 months in is?
Episode 9 months in.
I don't know what episode it's gonna be. Is on the day
I
of
was
the
wrong.
baby.
38 weeks, so 18 more weeks.
18, so
then-
that's
and then a baby could be
20
born.
plus 18 is 48? No,
38.
38. 38. That's my numbers. I'm tired. I'm very tired right now.
That's my final
Um,
answer, 38. Even though I
You
just heard you
might
say
need a drink.
38.
Well, I think that means we should name episode 38 like the baby
The
episode.
baby.
And maybe the whole time. No, let's not do this. But maybe
Chris
the
had a
whole,
baby.
maybe the whole.
Well, clickbait it.
Chris had a baby? Question mark! Exclamation
Question
point.
mark.
Chris is a father? Cartooner's a father?
Cartooner's the mother?
I don't know which is more scary.
Chris or Cartooner's a father?
I don't.
Both.
Chris and
I-
Cartooner had
I-
a baby?
I hope
Our
I
sweet baby
never
child.
have the misfortune of having a baby, especially with Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Unless
Who would
it's
not
unless
wanna
we're
have a
talking
child
about
with me?
Chris Evans, then I'll gladly
But
bear
yeah.
his children.
Yeah.
I will.
Can't get
I
abuse,
will
you're right.
say, "Fuck you,
Child.
science." I will have his child.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a sex change just to
Oh my
bear
God,
his
dude.
children.
I could do the same thing. I kept sending my friend Mpreg pictures for like an hour,
What?
like last week.
You wonder why people are
Continuous.
so weird to you.
Yeah, and he kept saying, "Maya, you have to stop. Like this isn't a joke anymore. You need to stop." And I was like, "Damn, I didn't know it was I didn't know Mpreg was hurting your soul that bad."
Mpreg?
Oh, I gotta show you the world of Mpreg, dude.
You don't.
Okay.
Cartoon
well,
is
I'm curious
basically a
now.
line that does not need
After
to be drawn.
after the podcast, I'll show you a bunch of Mpreg pictures.
Don't do it, please.
It's not here. but it's not. I don't want you to put any of them on the stream. On the video.
On the stream.
Get all up in that stream.
They're so fucking funny to look at. I could look up Chris Evans Mpreg.
I'd really rather you not.
Captain America Mpreg.
Whatever I thought it was.
So
I don't
now
know.
we're moving on to the section of the podcast where every week we read questions from our favorite resident Tim.
Super Ted.
I typed in Cap, and the first thing that came up was Captain America Mpreg. The second thing that came
So,
up was Captain
we've got-
America X Iron Man
We've got
Mpreg.
about 30
Jesus.
questions here from Tim. We're probably not going to answer all of them today because we hate answering some of these questions. And somehow you
You don't
manage to
lie
come
to
up with
us.
somewhat original questions every week, which still boggles my mind.
Yeah,
Of
I don't know
course,
how he's
as
done
always.
this for 20 weeks now, or like how
Yeah,
many
we
weeks
we
it's
are
been.
doing this in order.
It's on
They're
his
showing
Twitter
up on my
page.
Twitter feed.
So
before
some
anyone
sort of
gets
fucking
upset about
jank
it.
ass weird order that doesn't make any goddamn
It's just the
sense.
order it's on my notifications tab on.
Mhm.
So first question, he wants to know what happened in the last batch of questions. I can't answer that.
Oh, yeah.
Do we even-
Because on the Kit episode, we answered some questions, but I didn't want to.
No,
I didn't want to have Kit deal with all of Tim's questions, so I
Yeah.
said. And then I said we'd do them the next week. And then last week, I just so did not feel like doing questions because I knew how much work it would be. And
Yeah, that's a lot
I
of
was
work.
just I was ready to be done.
It's a lot to bear on one's shoulders.
So I guess maybe we'll do them again at some point, but I think maybe those questions are.
Did
lost
you
to
actually
the
take
test of
questions
time.
last week?
No, we were gonna do the questions from the Kid episode, just the ones we
Oh,
didn't do
yeah.
because we didn't do most of them. But then I just
Yeah, so don't worry about it, Tim. We'll get around to your questions eventually.
1 year.
One day.
Next question, game of the year again.
No, we already like we actually
gonna do a
answered
Game
last
Awards.
time. We're gonna do that at the end of the year.
Next question: are electric cars viable? I actually saw a Tesla today, and that blew my mind because I didn't know people knew of renewable resources in the South.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a
I
thing
know,
either.
right?
I don't know what
I-
they were
I-
doing with it.
I think we're the wrong people to ask, but yes,
When we get our boy Elon Musk on the podcast, we're gonna ask him for you.
God, that would be weird.
Gee,
Can you
that
imagine
would be a very
if
strange episode.
8383 Productions couldn't get Elon Musk, but fucking Crusty Pickled Grandmas does?
I think with a name like that, we can get anybody in the world.
That's true. We should get Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The governor.
The Governor is the greatest name ever. I
He
love-
he was such a great just person. Got a story where you do something cringy? Question mark. Want to share it?
All
Another
right, here's the
question
story of my entire life. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Who doesn't have a cringy story?
mark.
Plus,
Yeah.
this is something we've already fucking talked about. So I don't know.
Are games with balls gay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every single sports game. There is gay fucking.
anything
Alright.
involving a ball at all
You,
just reeks of homosexuality.
now,
Mhm.
you
Yes.
say that, and I raise you Rocket
Off.
League.
Very gay.
Very
Okay,
gay.
well, then never mind.
I'm talking you and Chris Evans level of very gay.
Super gay.
Super.
It almost sounds like you're insulting me, but I take that as a very big compliment.
I know you take it as a compliment. I was trying to. I was
Yeah.
trying to be
Okay, I
nice
just wanna-
on this episode.
I'm just like the tone
no,
seems
no.
negative. but...
I'm just
Dude,
like
being
really
super gay is
kinda-
good, man.
Yeah,
Okay, I was
Be
just,
more gay.
yeah, no, sure, but
we're
I'm just
very
saying
pro gay
the-
on this
the
podcast.
tone
Fucking
at which it
girl.
was being told to me, it sounded like it would have been a negative thing.
No.
I'm just saying, I'm very
No,
proud of.
don't worry
I'm,
about
it.
I'm very proud of
Super
that
gay.
thing.
Which grandma is better with the Legos? Ellipsis.
Uh,
I didn't
it's
play
obviously
with
me.
that many Legos when I was a kid. Yeah.
I'd probably give it
I know
because we had a
nothing- I know
very
nothing.
in-depth discussion.
Nothing of your guys'
Yeah.
history except for what you just
Well,
said.
we had that
No,
little
I'm saying-
conversation about
Cartooner.
Legos a few episodes back. You and I, cartooner, and
that's
we
right,
kind of
yeah.
discerned that you were the more you actually like cared more about the way your Legos do.
Yeah, I was
If-
very
if
anal
that's the way it
about it.
went. You're very anal. I was just like, I'm gonna use my imagination to make this boy look good.
See, I use my
And,
imagination, but at least it had to be color coded imagination.
Who ate something last? Order yourself depending on how long ago you ate
Why did he ask questions like this?
I don't know. I was
I
eating.
haven't eaten anything since yesterday.
I know you were eating to the podcast because sometimes you would unmute yourself and
Dude, like again, like I said, I only had I didn't say this, but I had a muffin this morning and I had some chips during the D&D session. That was all I had to eat, and I was starving.
Yeah,
So I
I
just
mean,
got
what
dinner.
I think you should have done is waited an extra 5-10 minutes after you got to the pod
No.
before you got to the podcast and then just eating something real fast so you could talk without your mouth full.
Nah, I'm fine now. Now I've just been chewing on ice, and that also
lovely.
makes it sound like
That's so
I'm
much
so...
worse.
How dare you? Do you not chew on ice?
I do. I shouldn't because it's destroyed my teeth.
I don't.
But-
I don't get why people chew on ice. It
I
makes
love
zero
the
sense
crunch.
It's great.
I love
to me.
the crunch.
It's great.
I
had the
know, yeah,
cold
pretty much
feeling in
fucking
my mouth.
everybody does it. I don't get it. I don't like it.
Boo, you're weird.
It's just like, just don't.
I mean, I quit doing it because it fucking tore up my teeth, and I don't like spending money on the dentist for them to
But
fix my teeth.
it feels so good.
So I don't care for it anymore. Anyway, yeah, we all ate, except Black Ops apparently. Why are none of y'all playing Minecraft right now? Because Minecraft is out of date and boring. now.
The year of our Lord 2017. We've moved on with our lives.
Yeah.
It's not 2012 anymore. What kind of battle station do you got?
I don't know what that means.
The ultimate
Because I
destructive.
spent a lot of time on
battleship.
Reddit. I believe he's referring to like your computer setup.
Oh, I got a shit computer setup.
It's
No,
Yeah.
because
pretty alright.
Battle Station generally doesn't it refer to like the entire setup, like desk and everything, though, too.
I have a nice desk. I spent $300 on my desk. Snazzy.
I've
Spent
got
more on this fucking desk than I did on this computer.
I've got a folding chair and a folding desk,
Oh my god.
and it's very
Computer setup
uncomfortable.
is my favorite.
My back is killing me.
I also
Uh,
have one of those super expensive DX Racer chairs.
Why?
They're so comfortable, dude. They're super comfortable.
Why is everything so good except your computer?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You constantly complain
Yeah.
about how bad your computer is, and you're like, I've got a $500 chair, I've got a $10,000 desk.
Hey, it's like $100.
Oh, I've got all of this. It's not a
It is a
$100 chair. I've seen
$300.
those chairs. They're like $500.
It's a $300
Just
desk.
get you a new
Do
computer.
you know what you could buy in computer parts with $300
Yeah, but I needed a desk.
You don't.
Yeah, but now
Just
you need a
put it on
computer.
the floor.
Listen, I've had this computer for 4 years. It's been treating me well.
You're a
Right?
whore.
I mean, I
Uh,
think based on what you've said, that's not true.
It's
It's not.
still running, ain't it?
Isn't it? I
That's-
guess.
It isn't.
Ain't it? Isn't it?
I guess technically, but just barely.
Would
Fuck
you
you.
destroy the world given your current? How would you destroy the world given your current resources?
I don't think I could.
Not very efficiently.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
I guess I'd fucking let my car run for a while and
wait,
add
no.
on to the whole.
I would
Well,
get
but
a
even so,
million
that would-
hair dryers and I would set them up at
we,
the North
how
Pole.
are
and
no?
float
Hold
them.
on. How are any of you guys going to do any of this with your current resources?
I'm fucking not. I don't-
Exactly.
My
you- I
car.
mean, it's-
I would just be adding
that's-
on to fucking.
That's not going to destroy the world. Like, I mean, maybe eventually, but it wouldn't. But your car alone isn't going to do that.
I have.
I mean, you're right. Yeah, I just wouldn't do it
I
efficiently.
don't-
Like you said.
Not that you wouldn't. You could. None of us could with our current resources. We couldn't. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah, we're very boring
could-
people, Tim. We don't have.
We're
death
average
rays,
people
just
with
chilling.
average things. I don't know.
We
I
are
mean,
literally
like,
four
there's
average
nothing that
white
can
people
happen.
just living in different corners of the great United
don't-
States.
yeah,
of
we're
America.
like-
Not really. 'Cause
Oh,
it's-
but actually, I forgot
three
about
along the
my
East
my
Coast,
nuclear
one
arsenal in the backyard. I'd probably just use
Oh
that.
yeah,
It's like,
my
come on.
nuclear bombs just chilling in the backyard. Great
I
conversation
saw
starter during
this
parties.
documentary once on YouTube, so probably not really a documentary. It very much could have been entirely fake too. I don't know, but it was about this kid who was interested in nuclear fission, and so he built a reactor in his backyard, like a real actual
Oh.
one, because he discovered that there was, I think it was a smoke alarm contained like a tiny little bit of uranium, and so he bought like hundreds of them. and he
Oh,
also,
I know what you're talking
he collected
about.
like a shitload of uranium and built up like a nuclear
What the
reactor in his
fuck?
backyard. And so then, like, once the
Face
government
some
figured it
level
out,
shit
they
there.
had to like dig out his entire backyard and dump it in the desert somewhere.
What the hell?
Yeah, I remember seeing that a long time ago. I think it actually was a thing that actually really happened.
Was it? Okay, well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Great. Like, holy shit, kid.
Yeah, that kid's a lot smarter than I am. I couldn't figure that out. I don't like the one smoke detector I have now.
I don't know if it was a smoke detector, but it was some common household item that contained just the
Yeah,
tiniest
I think it
bit of
was smoke
uranium.
detectors. I think it was, but I can't remember. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think I either read something about it or saw that same documentary. I think it was true. Do you read the comment section only for your Bible?
No.
Yeah, I know. I read it every week. Yeah,
I'm
I
Tim
I
here
enjoyed
with
looking
the-
through it, reading it, trying to decipher what everything means.
This is
Whatever the fuck
actually
you're saying.
this is actually a thing that's been discussed on this episode. What kind of cake do you eat? Did you last? Actually, no. Did you last?
I had
Uh,
chocolate cake also.
Ice cream cake.
I
Okay,
was
coconut cake.
It was at my it
Carrot
was at
cake.
my friend's birthday party, and I took a huge mouthful of cake because it was only me and her there. Because I was making a funny joke. I was making a funny, so I just filled my mouth with cake, and I tried saying I love cake, but I accidentally said I love cock.
Oh,
And I was just like, no, I
common
didn't
mistake.
mean that.
I
I
love.
didn't mean to say that.
You have
And
such
she, like,
great cock
She
here.
like had to sit down because she was laughing so hard. So I just sat there with a fucking mouthful of cake, and I just no way to explain myself.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there going, penis, 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 penis,
Well,
penis.
Minus.
So cock cake is Maya's answer.
Yeah, just a big
Uh,
old cock. Yep.
Just a giant peen. What kind of steak did you eat last? Was it good? I had
Fucking fine.
actually I had a
Sticky
ribeye last
steak?
night.
I don't know.
It was pretty good.
Isn't what kind of? Is there different kinds of steak?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
I had-
ribeye,
I had that
Well,
fancy
there's
one.
New
Used to
York
be.
strip,
I had that fancy one that's
sirloin.
like filet mignon.
filet mignon,
Yeah.
Filet?
I had that one. And it was
filet mignon. Jesus Christ!
Did you say
I
you're like
love
honors
pronouncing-
class? Are you fucking kidding
Oh,
me?
yeah,
No,
how
I
many
love
honors
pronouncing
classes?
things wrong. Like instead of saying hors d'oeuvres or hors d'oeuvres,
That's
I
not
always
like something purposely. That was with
no, I purposefully do it.
I
malice
don't know about
aforethought.
that. I that didn't
No, because I
seem
always say
purposeful.
hors d'oeuvres is horse divorce. It's just funny to say it.
How are you in honors classes again?
I say it's intentional.
I don't believe you.
Filet mignon.
Filet-
That's
filet
not.
Philip
mignon.
Mignon.
No,
I
I
don't.
think
Yeah,
you're just
no, I don't believe
very
you for a
like-
I
second.
can
I
say
don't-
filet mignon. I can't
No, you
say that
can't.
one. I can't say the second word.
You can't, and
Filet
that's why I don't believe you
mignon.
for a second. That was
I
intentional.
can say hors d'oeuvres though. I just like saying horse divorce.
You
It
have
looks like
issues,
it's horse
man.
divorce. I'm sorry, I can't say mignon.
Mignon, filet
Mignon.
mignon.
Filet mignon.
There you go.
I can eat lobsters. That's my fancy food that I can eat.
I can eat lobsters.
That's very nice, sweetie.
Dude, I'm
Now go
so
sit
out
down.
of it.
King and lobsters.
That's all I can talk about, dude. I'm from the fictional state Maine. All we
Have
can
you
talk-
ever drank your own bodily fluids, not counting pee, blood, mucus, or tears?
I don't know if the
yes.
tuner's
So
gonna ask
basically,
for
have you ever
portion.
drank man batter?
I have not.
I have probably
I-
drank quite a bit of spit in my day.
Oh yeah.
So-
Yeah, I've drank. Yeah, that's true. I've
Like
drank-
there
Quite
was,
a
I remember
fair
there was
amount.
periods of time in elementary school. I don't know why. I mean, I probably could have just asked to go get a drink, but I didn't, and I'd be really thirsty, and so I would kind of just make a bunch of spit in my mouth and then just drink that.
Oh no.
nasty.
I don't know. You gotta do what you do. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you're 8,
Bear Grylls
7?
over here.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm not drinking my own
Improvise
piss.
over
It
Tom
was,
and
it
Dab.
was it was already in my mouth anyway. It's not like it was something from not my mouth. So
It's not like you brewed it and spit
Yeah.
it out and then drank
He's got
it.
a tea bag hanging out of his mouth. Like, I'm gonna make this real good.
Oh my god.
Why does r/all have to be filled with distinctly American net neutrality posts? Literally every state has made the front page naming their senators for selling them
Oh
out.
god.
I'm just trying to get some wanks in. Well, Tim, it's because Jesus Christ. First of all,
Well,
that picture
Just
doesn't need
wank
to
off
exist.
to net neutrality, dude.
Second of
Yeah,
all,
one point.
net,
net
nothing gets me
neutrality
going like net
is
neutrality.
very important, Tim, and I'm sorry that the
Yeah.
fake nation of Canada does not believe in freedom
I'm
to
so
screw
sorry.
people over.
Your leader
Your
is
dystopian
good
country.
and fucking.
Your strange
you know.
dystopian
Well,
country where at
actually,
least
I
once a
mean,
month
it
the
was
government doesn't
wrong.
try and kill you.
Justin Trudeau and Donald Trump have nothing to do with net neutrality.
That's
true. It's nothing to do
Sorry,
with
What's
I'm
it-
so
what's it-
sorry.
It's nothing to do
I'm
with
so
our
sorry
respective
that your
leaders.
Canadian government isn't trying to take away your freedom of
Freedom.
the internet. It is freedom of speech, technically. Not technically. Not really. They are taking away
Is
our
it or is it
ability.
not, Poke? Please.
It's
It
just
kind
it's
of
just
is.
more
It's a
selling
gray
out.
area.
It's
Yeah.
just selling out to the highest bidder. And
But, like,
and
you
that's
gotta,
that's
like-
why all this shit was on the front page of Reddit, because like, yeah, look at all these senators and congressmen who have taken donations from cable companies to vote against net neutrality.
Shit's whack, man.
That,
Yeah.
but I'm
Thanks.
glad
This sucks.
I called my senator and I let him fucking
did, too.
I let him know,
I wrote a nice
Hey,
little letter.
yo, dude,
Fuck it.
I want net neutrality. And then the guy's like, yeah, we support net neutrality here. I'm like, all right, cool, thanks, bye.
Nice.
So,
Thank you.
it's like
Have a
every-
nice day.
So it's like, okay, good. I think my congressman he supports net neutrality, but then one of my senators is a big old titty toucher. So
Hmm.
so that's
Ooh.
so yeah, you gotta you win some, you
Give
lose some.
take some, give some.
I always liked Al Franken before, but now I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
Come
now
on.
he's a bit
come on,
pervy.
boyo,
I didn't want to hate you, but now I do.
come on, boyo. Why'd you do that?
That's nasty.
Why can't you control yourself?
Why can't you not touch the titty unconsensually?
Yeah.
Just touch the titty consensually. That's all you have
It's a lot more
to do.
fun consensually.
Because then they're in on it too.
Because then everyone's in on it. It's all everyone's little secret.
Anyway, that's it for our question.
But also, if
answer
you want to
section.
fucking jerk off on Reddit, don't
Yeah.
go to r site at all.
There-
because that's
there are
not where the porn's gonna
filters.
be, you dumb idiot.
Yeah.
You just
dummy.
filter NSFW only,
Dum dum.
Yeah.
and it will show you all the boobs.
Every one of them.
Don't ask me.
Why
Every
don't you
single
go
boob.
to an actual porn site?
That's
Like
true
a
too.
real human being. Why are you going to Reddit? That's like somebody
Well,
fucking
there is-
going on Facebook.
There is quite a bit on Reddit.
There's a lot of dirty boys on
I
Reddit.
don't go on Reddit.
Quite a bit going on the old Reddit
Yeah,
sphere.
there's a lot of action going on there.
I really don't like how you're continuously getting closer and closer to your mic as you
Oh.
go.
Approximately a
action going
billion
on
titties
there.
on Reddit.
Oh,
There's a lot of boobages.
I'm very
Oh, shit.
uncomfortable.
A lot of boobages.
Boobages.
Dude, I bet the fucking audio file is just like a block.
I don't know. Discord's pretty good about balancing and
Oh,
leveling
okay.
and shit. You guys don't really peak too much.
Mm.
I do.
Aw.
I peak like crazy.
You got,
Well, yeah,
you
but
got,
you have your own fancy audio world going
Yeah,
on
that's
there.
because I'm recording directly to OBS while I'm going. You guys are going through Discord, so that's good.
Yeah.
We're going
Congratulations.
through the middleman. Cut out the fucking middleman. Ship us over to Minnesota. We set up a table.
That would be great. See, listen,
I wouldn't. I really would not like that.
Why not? It would be so much fun. We could sit and
I don't want to fucking sit in a basement. That's
It
your
doesn't
room.
need to be in the
at a
basement.
table.
I would never want to do it at my house.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
Jenner, just out of curiosity, didn't you say you didn't want over one of us lived, or you didn't care if we lived nearby each other
What?
at one
What?
point?
No, I want us all to be in the same place
Oh,
because it would make everything so much easier.
I don't think I
Plus-
could say goodbye to the ocean.
Listen, when you got the biggest freshwater lake in the world right here, it's fine.
World.
It's like an
You
ocean, but
can't
without
even
the
tell-
burning.
You can't tell the difference, and the water here tastes so good, directly out of the faucet. It's so good.
Hmm.
You really
she's not sold.
you can't tell the difference.
You can't.
Granted, never seen the ocean, but I'm assuming you can't tell the difference.
You never seen the ocetion? It's
No,
beautiful.
I barely left
there
Minnesota. How can I possibly see
seaweed?
the
That's
ocean?
very wet.
Is there
There's
seaweed?
no seaweed in the.
No.
Yeah.
I,
No?
I don't
I
think
am
so.
fucking packing my bags and moving there now.
It's
I
a-
hate seaweed.
Listen,
I hate
it's a
seaweed.
great state. We got
Wow.
congressman. Hey, we got a congressman who's doing or senator who's doing a bit of groping, but he's not a child molester, and he probably will get voted out next year anyway. So everything's fine.
That's good. Okay.
Ignoring
Yeah,
those little
I'm governed.
things, you know.
Fuckwad.
Yeah.
And plus another reason why it'd be nice for us all to be together, because I've been just thinking about it a lot lately. I've been getting a real big D&D itch, since I've been
Yeah.
thinking about it, and I think that would also be a lot easier to do in person.
I don't know how much more D&D I could mentally take. Like,
Yeah, I just want to jump in here real quick and say that since we recorded this episode, and since she said that, Maya has joined another D&D session, so she's full of shit.
I just don't know how much more.
Or you doing it every Saturday? So
I do it every Saturday.
You have a lot
Every-
of D&D in your life.
We
Yeah, no,
didn't
yeah,
do
you
it
did.
yesterday, but we're thinking about doing it tomorrow for the
On the
session that
Lord's
normally
Day?
holds. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, speaking of the Lord's Day, it just reminded me that my history teacher goes to church twice a day. I don't know how the fuck. And then that reminded me that during class yesterday, a kid asked, "So, Miss, her last name, you planning on toking up this weekend?" I was like, who the fuck asks a teacher, "You plan on a token up?"
In high schoolers, man.
Where do you get the time and the energy to go to church twice a day?
I don't have the
I
energy
don't-
to do anything twice a day.
She wakes up, takes her kids to church. She comes home. It's 2-hour church session too.
Oh,
In the morning.
That's
then
a
she
lot of Jesus.
she lets her kids have a nap at like 1, and then she
You're
leaves
going
again
right
at
back to church.
6. Yeah, she wakes them up. She takes them to go to church again at 6, and then they have dinner,
what do you
and then they
do?
go to bed.
What
She
do
just like cleans around the house. I think
No,
it's
but, like,
weird.
at church, what do you do the whole time?
I think you just sit there listening to a person tell a story.
also you
Just
sing,
Listen to people talk about how good Jesus is.
Yeah.
There's some singing,
Ugh.
some praying.
opening a Bible.
Yeah, there's Bibles.
That's about it.
People
Yeah.
will praise the Lord. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been to a church.
I've never
not
been
the
to
holiest
a
boy.
church.
I
Nice.
can't even remember the last time I actually set foot in a church.
There-
I pride myself on the fact that I've never set foot foot in a church.
No, no,
I've
Not
really?
never set foot
Not
in
a
a
single
church.
one. I've
How is
never
that-
done
How is
it.
that even possible?
Have you never been to a funeral?
Or a wedding?
No,
Dog doesn't
not
like
ha-
funerals.
not held in a church.
You gotta remember, people don't like people in Maine. Everybody
Yeah,
dies,
we all
they
hate
just
each
feed them
other.
to the sea. It's like
Clown.
Well, I've
like
been
the-
to a
And when they get
funeral
married,
and it was in a
it's like,
graveyard.
Greyjoys.
Yeah,
There
it's
was
like
no
the ghost-
church.
Send them out to the sea.
And
when
I've
they
been
get
to
married,
like
it's kind of like
2
when
weddings.
you become the leader of the Iron
Yeah, you just
Islands.
drown them in the water.
It's
Well,
like a
one wedding
baptism.
was held outside, and the other wedding was held in a hotel.
Oh, that's not sketchy at all.
Yeah, it was a big hotel, and I'm pretty sure it was haunted.
Oh well, lovely.
Boy.
Yeah.
I would
But that's
assume
a story for
everything.
another
I would
time.
assume everything in New England's haunted.
Oh, good, because we were in Salem. That's where the hotel
Oh,
was.
well, that's even worse.
Oh.
It was like
okay.
it was like straight across the street from where all the witches were buried.
Oh yeah,
Where
that,
the
shit,
quote
that shit's
unquote
whack.
witches.
How about
Yeah.
no?
They're getting haunted real good.
Yeah.
A lot of hauntings. Very haunted.
Yeah, I have no interest in ever stepping foot in New England ever.
Dude, it's fun here. We have no culture.
Do you have any? Do you have dolls?
Whee!
Dude, our culture is literally just woohoo, colonists. That's it. That's all we've got.
At least we have
That's
inbreeding in the
All
south.
those colonists. Yeah,
They
you
have
got like
football.
Thank God we have inbreeding. Ugh, God.
Yeah, I mean, at least
I
it
wanna be
keeps things
bored like
interesting.
Northerners. I mean, we got like in New York and Boston, we've got diversity, but everywhere else is just white people. Actually, that's not true.
Yeah.
Lewiston in Maine has a lot of Somali people because it's a refugee town.
There's a shitload of Somali people that have been moving to I think it's Minneapolis as well, or somewhere just outside of Minneapolis.
Yeah.
I don't know what the appeal is of these cold places, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do
Also,
what you're gonna do, mate.
What the fuck is happening in Somalia, by the way? Is it a
I mean,
civil war?
what
War?
isn't?
That's true.
It's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
It's no wonder people want to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Apparently, a lot of people are upset that Lewiston is now a Somali refugee capital of Maine. I don't understand what the worst. They're not,
They're worried about terrorism.
but they're not acting like they're not doing any bad things. Like, oh, sometimes they have attitude, but that's literally just a person, not all of the Somali people. They just hate Somali people
Got
here. In Maine,
attitude.
apparently. Yeah, my dad was like, "Yeah, this Somali kid gave me a serious attitude when I was,
They
being
snapped his
nice
fingers
to
and
him." And I was
everything.
like, "Shut up!" Yeah.
You I can't snap. Well, whatever.
Anyways,
Anyhow,
Boston's kind of cool. Boston
yeah.
has a lot of
Listen,
Asian people. And
I
don't
spent
know
a lot
why.
of time in Boston in the hit game Bethesda's Fallout 4.
Mhm,
I pretty much know Boston like the back of my hand. I have no need to see it in real life.
do you feel like a native Bostoniter?
I pretty much feel like I'm natively from Boston at this point. Yeah,
Mhm.
I know every nook and cranny where to find all the good guns.
Oh my God.
They'd see me walking down the street with a with a pipe pistol, stabbing myself in the chest with a syringe.
Jesus Christ.
Like, what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it
Shit,
sounds
dude.
pretty standard for Boston anyway, from what I've heard.
Yeah, it is. Boston's fucked, dude.
You know what the worst thing
Level
about
up.
Fallout 4 is that
Boston's
nobody in
Well, let me tell
Boston
you.
sounds like they're from Boston.
No, they don't.
There's like 6 people in
Voices-
the whole game. That
It
sound
was
like
a
they're
very,
from
it was
Boston.
very. They had a more diverse cast of people, but none of them sounded like they were from Boston.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone in Fallout 4 say "ka."
Yeah, I mean, it's like they should. I know it's like it's probably boring and hard to understand for some people to have super regional accents, but that's kind of one of the catches of Boston existing as a place in God's green earth. is
Yeah.
the
Yeah, but
fact that-
also,
Yeah, Todd.
how many cars are there in Fallout 4?
I'm just saying.
How often would they say "ka"?
I don't know, but just like
Pretty often.
nothing with that accent. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's
No,
fucking
I just
stupid.
Far Harbor. No one says Far Harbor.
Far Harbor.
Ours.
Also,
we-
because nobody in Boston says Bar Harbor or Bar Harbor.
But they would in Fallout 4 because Far Harbor is a place.
Far Harbor.
No, but not even real Boston people say Bar Harbor.
Far
Or
Harbor?
whatever.
Yeah, sure they do.
I would bet money dollars that they do.
I bet you
Maybe
Mark Wahlberg
like
would say
Far-
Far Harbor.
I don't know.
Let's get him on the podcast and ask him. I bet he's got many
Marky
inputs.
Mark, when you're done beating up Asian people, can you come on our
Oh
podcast?
my god.
When you're done nearly murdering an Asian boy because he's Asian, what you want to come on our podcast talk about your accent?
You want to talk about all that sweet, sweet Boston? Yeah, I could fucking get my aunt that lives there. Every single time I go to her house and spend a weekend there or something, I can't for the next week. I just can't shake that fucking Boston accent.
It's funny though, you can't do it right now.
I can't do it ever.
You can't do it for
Pretty
sure.
much. Hey, when is this podcast ending?
Never.
It's ending right now.